All right, I think we're good to go. Why do I look so blue? Let's go Oilers, yeah. Why is the lighting so bad? What's up, Borealis? Welcome back. Yo, what's up? Hello, Austin hockey fans. I'm saying go Boston, but I don't really like either team. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I need to figure out why my lighting is so weird in my room right now. Better? There. I think I kind of fixed it. I just looked really blue for some reason. But I think we're good. I think we're good for some hockey night in Canada Saturday. And the crazy thing is, Joseph Woll is not starting for the Leafs. I want the Leafs to go on a run. Hey, why not? Why not? Could you imagine like an Edmonton-Toronto final? All-Canadian finals matchup? It would give Gary Bettman an aneurysm. I'm looking forward to this game, though. I am looking forward to it because the meme potential, no matter what happens, either Boston loses and they become the first team in NBA, NHL, and MLB history to blow consecutive 3-1 series leads, or Toronto loses and they lose their fourth consecutive 7-game series against the Bruins in 7 in Boston. Boston faces Florida in round 2 if they win, and Leafs face Florida in round 2. Those are both rematches from last year. They are, yeah. So no matter who wins this game, they will play Florida, and I think Florida is just going to absolutely destroy them. If Boston wins, I say Florida in 6. No, in 5. And if Toronto wins, probably Florida in 6. Gary would cancel the playoffs, right? It's going to be an interesting night here. I don't expect nearly the same type of viewership as usual, just because I usually do Oilers content. But I thought it would be fun to just do an extra live stream. Obviously, the Oilers do not play until Tuesday. So, and the Bruins being my number 2, I'm like, you know what? Let's just have a fun little stream and watch this game. Both teams hate keeping 3-1 series leads. Oh, tell me about it. Toronto's most recent one was against Montreal, right? Bass, hey, come here. There were 2 Canadian teams in the Stanley Cup final. An American team would somehow win. Yeah, exactly. Come here, bud. Come in. Hi. Why are you like? Hey, Tass. Say hi to everyone, or are you just going to run away? Oh, he's just going to run away. Do we know when puck drop is? Not for like another 10 minutes, probably. Maybe 15. We got a little bit to wait. No. Tass, no. Loved that series. That was a good series, actually. I watched that entire run from Montreal. Montreal had guys on that team that I really wanted to see win a cup. Especially Carey Price. With Vancouver winning, at least one Canadian team is guaranteed in the conference final. Yes. So we will see how this game goes. I probably won't do as much commentary as I usually do, especially like I do during Oilers games. 1, I'm saving my voice, and 2, even though the Bruins are my number 2, I'm not like super like I won't get super intense. This is just for hockey fans to see what happens. The meme potential here. Price and Weber, I wanted, yeah. Shame, man, the injuries and the stuff that they played through to try and win that cup. That was heartbreaking. I couldn't believe how they dismantled Vegas. I actually did think Montreal was the team of destiny when they dismantled Vegas. Also, drink of choice tonight is White Claws once again. And depending how the game goes, I have some rum to celebrate if the Bruins play well. Imagine if a rookie Caulfield got the cup. That would have been an awesome. Still, the run helps our core have playoff experience. Oh, exactly. As heartbreaking as it is, a team that has no expectations going on a big run, at the end of the day, if you don't win, it's super beneficial to the young core. Like always. But this should be a very fun match tonight. So Joseph Wall is not playing. He's apparently hurt, and Austin Matthews is back in the lineup. Now, if you were Sheldon Keefe, would you have played Matthews? You just won your last 2 games without him. The team looked amazing without him in the lineup. Do you think Matthews rejoining the lineup is a negative? Do you think that throws off chemistry a little bit and what the team was accomplishing without him? I'm really curious what everyone's takes are on that. I have Tequila Rose. Don't know if I want to get that hammered this stream. Hey, that's totally fair. I probably won't get hammered. No guarantees, though. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be fun. It's a positive probably, but with no Wall, I think it's Boston. That's fair. That's fair. Fair assessment. What is... What? Why does it say my audio bitrate is 0? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, baby. Toronto and Boston. Game 7. There are many demons to be slayed tonight. One team will slay their demons. For the Bruins, it's the 3-1 series leads and just not really... I mean, Boston hasn't got out of the first round since 2021. The weapon's done being fixed. Perfect. We'll have it ready for game 1 against the Canucks. Yo, what's up? Welcome back, Caesar. Good to see you, my friend. Happy you could join us. Oh, exciting thing. I have a heart rate monitor for the next round for the Oilers. It just came in today. I didn't have it set up on the stream yet. But basically, it goes around my chest. It kind of sits like in the middle of my chest, and I will be able to show my heart rate in real time, which is very exciting. I'm excited to showcase that. Oh, the Bruins had Patrice Bergeron as their banner captain, it looks like. Look at Bergeron waving the flag. Oh boy. That's a good sign for Boston. He might have brought just what the team needed. So yeah, puck drop's probably not for another 5, 6, 7 minutes. They haven't even come out onto the ice yet for their little twirl before the anthems. Tough situation because I would be glad to see the majority of the Canadian teams passing, but the Bruins are a really good team. I think there's a lot of people who have that exact same sentiment or thoughts. So for me, obviously, the Bruins are my number 2 team. I would like to see them advance. I don't think they have a hope or a prayer of beating Florida in round 2, even if they do beat Toronto tonight. Over or under 11.5 points in round 2 for McDavid. I think the series will go a full 7 games, and I think McDavid would probably put up about 12 or 13. So I'm going to say over 11.5. I'm taking the over. I'd rather the Canadian drought continue than Toronto win the cup. Is it bad that I feel that way about Vancouver? Now, I have, like, my best friend growing up in high school, he's a big Canucks fan. And a friend that I used to work with at the movie theater in my hometown, her favorite team is Vancouver. And I've just never been able to get on board and like support Vancouver for some reason. I don't know what it is. I like a lot of players on their team. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see what happens. They're about to come out onto the ice here. I don't know how NHL players handle the pressure. I have the same feeling with Toronto as you do with Vancouver. It's so funny. Hey, I mean, and like it makes sense for you. Montreal and Toronto fans usually would never come together at all. But it is a little strange because I wasn't totally against Montreal in 2022, even though I'm a Bruins fan. And Montreal broke my heart in 2014. PK Subban just took over that series in 2014. That was crazy. The Bruins and Habs. The Bruins won the President's Trophy that year. 4-3 in overtime. Toronto is Borealis' prediction. Oh yeah, I don't have a score prediction. 4-2 Leafs. Obviously, in my heart, I want Boston win, but the Leafs have all the momentum right now. Even with Samsonov in net, I'm going to say 4-2 Leafs. And Matthews probably scores in his return. All right, they're coming out onto the ice. Should be a good one. I feel like the Bruins-Montreal rivalry is more on ice, and Leafs-Montreal is more of a fan rivalry. Yeah, I definitely think so. Plus, like, I don't know if it's because I have family that lives in Quebec. No one lives near Montreal, but Montreal fans that I've met in person and online are generally, like, really friendly. Like, I haven't really come across any Montreal fans that have been, like, just absolute asshats. Which, you know, makes me like the organization more, makes me like the team more. Obviously, every team has, you know, every fan base has those idiots that just like say the dumbest things and get on people's nerves, but I don't really come across it with Montreal. Like every time Edmonton plays Montreal, it's always a lot of fun. Twitter's fun. I've seen some of the bad, but that's fine, yeah. But I mean, like, Edmonton doesn't play Montreal often, so probably because my experience dealing with Montreal fans is very limited. And Boston, like you said, their rivalry with Montreal, it's been on ice for a little bit. Pretty much since 2014. Yo, what's up, Rick? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. This is going to be a good game. Also, I hope nobody tunes in and just thinks that I've suddenly, like, jumped ship from the Oilers. The Oilers are still my number one. But I have been vocal about the Bruins being my number two. Oh, Anthems. I gotta get my hat off. Ooh. Almost forgot. That would have looked bad. If the Leafs lose this, are they removing one of the core four? Yes. They are. And so if the Leafs lose, I think Sheldon Keefe is gone. I think Brendan Shanahan is gone. And I think one of the core four is gone at minimum. If the Bruins lose, I actually do think Jim Montgomery will lose his job, despite the fact that he has this team playing better than I think the team is on paper. The rivalry between the Oilers and Flames are really similar to one classic soccer match called the Classic of Rosario between Newell's Old Boys and Rosario Central. Really intensive match. That's super interesting. I'll have to look that up. Les Habitants. Oh, Todd Angeli is into the anthem right now. I wish I had my heart rate monitor hooked up right now. It's probably, my heart rate's probably at about 140 beats per minute. Ooh. Oh, baby. It's going to be a good game. I can feel it. It's going to be a good game. Win or lose, the Bruins have exceeded my expectations for this season. Also, the memes online are going to be out. Like, it's going to be nuts online. Twitter and Reddit is going to be a gold mine. When the Habs had an 8.5% chance to win the lottery was happening, probably about 210. Man, I wish Montreal would have won the lottery. Even though they got Slavkovsky, but I would have loved Bedard. All right. Game is about to start. I'm blasting the audio in my headset. I am a minute behind chat. So you will probably know if someone has scored before me. Let's see how the game goes. Puck's about to drop. Crowd is going crazy. Austin Matthews in the lineup. Joseph Wall out of the lineup. Puck is dropped at TD Garden. The Leafs come up with it. McAvoy presents a zone entry. Pasternak gets it to Low Rye. Here's Pasternak. He's going to dump that in towards Samsonov. The Leafs pick it up in the defensive zone. Riley along the boards. Gets it out, and I think he iced it. How many views on the Game 7 Steve Dangle LFR video if they lose? Oh, 500,000. Kane talked about the loudest public Canadian team in the playoffs. He's totally right. Yeah, Oilers fans are loud. I also think Vancouver fans have been really loud this playoff too. Here's McAvoy. He throws one on net, just misses. Lowry puts it down low. Goes around. McAvoy brings the puck in. Puck stays in from Pasternak. Geeky's going to battle for it along the boards. Zaka keeps it in briefly. He does keep... Oh, does he keep it in? There's a battle along the blue line. I think the Bruins are going to get a change here. Here's McAvoy. He's going to throw it in deep into the Leaf zone. Samsonov plays it. Here's Riley. Plays it up to Nyes. Here's Carlo. Gets it to DeBrusk. DeBrusk to Coyle. But the Leafs are going to bring it back in. No, Marchand's going to grab that. Coyle's going to chase after it in the Leaf zone. And Coyle throws a big hit. DeBrusk throws a hit. The adrenaline is off the charts. This crowd is loud. Nice stick from Coyle as that puck goes out of play. Whew. Keys to success. For Toronto, business-like attitude. And for the Bruins, it's David Pasternak, according to Sportsnet. Oh, this crowd is into it. Wowzers. There's Matthews for the Leafs. Looks like it's against the third line for Boston. Frederick, Brazo, and Van Riemsdyk for the Bruins. Here's Frederick in a battle along the boards in his own end here. McAvoy throws a hit. Wotherspoon battles with Matthews. Here's the puck to Edmondson with a shot, and it's blocked. And here's Van Riemsdyk trying to cut in. Throws it towards the net. Oh, there's a rebound and a stop by Samsonov. Wowzers. And now it's on the side of the net in the Leaf zone. Whoa, the Bruins came close on a rebound chance there. Here's Lindholm. Lindholm holds on to it. Gets it to Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk puts it into the Leaf zone. Fourth line shift for the Bruins. Expect Patrick Maroon to lay his body on someone. Here's Benoit for the Leafs. Throws it towards the net. And it's stopped. Now here's Maroon with it now. Tries to get it up. Can't center it to Beecher, who throws a hit. Here's Dewar for the Leafs. Throws a shot. Misses wide. There's a lot of pace to this game so far. Here's Shattenkirk. He's going to try and get the puck around. The refs are going to let them play. I've seen about 7 stick infractions already, and the refs have not called anything. They're going to let them play here. Oh, Lowry tried to get it deep. He did not get into Leaf zone. So here's Nylander now. Nyes puts it in down low in the Bruin zone. Here's Tavares. To Nyes. Lowry's tired. He needs a change for Boston. The Bruins, or the Leafs top line is cycling. Riley throws it down low. Here's Tavares. Tries a wrap around. Where's the puck? It's in front. Bruins got to get the Bruins do not get the puck out. There we go. McAvoy gets it out. Here's Pastrnak now. Pastrnak throws it towards the net. He misses, but it's going to be picked up by Lindholm. Carlo's going to keep this puck in. Here's Pastrnak. Oh, and Pastrnak is leveled. Edmondson destroyed Pastrnak there. Here's Geeky behind the net, fighting for it. Marchand's out there. Puck goes down low. It's kept in by Lindholm. Holy smokes. What a hit by Edmondson on Pastrnak, though. Wowzers. That was a huge hit. So here's Coyle now. Brings it into the Leaf zone. He tries to reverse to DeBrus, throws it on net and saved by Samsonov. There was a rebound, but it was cleared by the Leafs in front. Here's McAvoy. Gets it to DeBrusque. DeBrusque now plays it up to Marchand. Puts it in the middle. Coyle just can't get there. DeBrusque is going to chase after this now in the Leaf zone. DeBrusque does manage to get the puck around, but there's no defenseman there. I think they were changing. So the Leafs are going to maintain possession as the Bruins. I'm going to probably say the Oilers a lot. So used to casting Oilers games. Shots are 2-2, 5 minutes into the first. Puck is deflected into the Bruins zone. Swayman now gets it to Lowry. Here's Van Riemsdyk. He's going to skate. He's going to enter the Leaf zone, and Brazo is offside. One of these fan bases is melting down after this one. Oh, it's gonna be wild. What happened to Oscar Klefbom? Shoulder problems. Derailed his career. Sadly. Here's the Leafs now. They get it deep into the Bruins zone. Here's Lowry. He's going to reverse it. Carlo could not get that out. The Leafs are cycling it. Here's Lowry now. The Leafs are cycling. Riley towards the net. Just missed his man. Here's Riley again. Here's Matthews with a shot. Leafs with pressure here. Bruins off the glass and out. Just not enough for icing. They will get a change. Here's Camp, throws it towards the Bruins net. And Swayman will swallow that up. Oh, here's Van Riemsdyk. He's going to skate that into the Leaf zone. He's going to chase Liljegren. And the Leafs will throw it high into the air. Here's Gregor. I thought that was offside by the Leafs, but they say no. The Bruins do get it out. Third line will change. Here comes the Pastrnak line. Zaka's going to chase after it. Tavares protects against Pastrnak. Whoa! That's offside by the Leafs, and we're going to have a commercial break. Had great potential. Sucks how injury stopped so many possible star careers. Monahan, Patrick. Oh, I know, right? Nolan Patrick is tough. I relate to the Nolan Patrick stuff because like I've had a ton of concussions in my life, and that's really just unfortunate. But yeah, any career that's cut short because of injuries. That's why I never get mad at players who like get paid an exorbitant amount of money. Careers are very short. You don't know. There's never a guarantee. Every time you step on the ice, you just never know what can happen. So I will always be like pro player in terms of their money. See how Twitter's doing. How's Steve Dangle doing? Should we do a Dangle vibe check? How's Steve doing? Oh, Eric Lindros too, yeah. Brutal. I turned on Steve Dangle's stream and someone just donated $19.67. The 1967 joke lives on. That's so funny. There's no way. Not sure what's going on with DeBrusque on the bench here. Is there like a issue with the bench door? Bit of a delay here. Don't know what's going on. The Toronto Maple Leafs, 5 straight Game 7 losses. 0-3 on the road, all in Boston. All right, I think they're good. The Bruins bench door is fixed. Players can now leave and join the bench at will. Here's Geeky. Takes the draw, loses it. Leafs come up with it. Benoit throws it across the ice. It bounces over Nylander's stick. Back to Benoit, though. He puts it off the glass and out. That's going to be icing on Toronto. About the other bracket of the playoffs, which team you think must win for the finals, putting the feelings apart? So for my bracket, I have Carolina in the finals. Out in like the Eastern Conference. I think it's gonna be Carolina or Florida. And out west, I want it to be Edmonton, but I think Dallas probably has a really good chance too, or Colorado. There's McAvoy now, puts it into the zone. Here's Geeky, cuts in front. Here's Zacha. He can't find a lane. Here's Lowry. Gives it to McAvoy. Just misses him. McAvoy's going to put that back down low. Oh, he throws it in front. Here's Lowry. His shot's blocked. Lowry again. Looking for an option. Oh, and Zacha's knocked down. And the Bruins keep the puck in the Leafs zone here. They've got lots of pressure. Geeky plays it to Pasternak. Throws it towards the net. It misses just wide. Oh, and Pasternak knocks Tavares down to keep this puck in the zone. McAvoy has it. Gives it to Lowry. Throws it towards the net, and it's blocked once again. The Leafs survive a bit of an onslaught from the Bruins. Here's Marchand now. He's going to skate in and avoid a check. Here's Nyes now. High flip out. Samsonov had lost his stick. I didn't realize. Here's Coyle now. Tries to feed it to DeBrusque. Bit of a miscommunication there, I think. Leafs managed to get it out. But Coyle intercepts it. And here's Jake DeBrusque. DeBrusque moving in. Throws it towards the net. Where's the puck? It's in front, and Samsonov will hold on to it. Carolina for Edmonton to lock it in. 0-6 rematch. The Bruins are playing with some pace here. Zaka just double clutched. The Bruins had a couple chances to get the puck to the net. They just couldn't get it through. Wild. Yo, what's up, Morel? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Here's Lindholm. Lindholm with a shot. Oh, and Samsonov stops that in his glove. Flashes it. That was a good shot from Lindholm. That was a nice save by Samsonov. Samsonov looks dialed in right now. That's a good thing for Toronto if he is dialed in. Here's a shot towards the net. It's deflected in front. Rebound off Samsonov, but the Leafs get it out. Here's Holmberg. Who's going to throw it into the Bruins zone? Carlo now. Feeds it over to Lindholm. He can't get to the puck. Matthews is out there. Against the Maroon line. Here's Maroon now. Possible on-man rush. There's a shot on net, and Samsonov with another save. Oh, and some rough stuff after the whistle. Wowzers. This game has a lot more pace to it than other games in this series so far. Especially for the Bruins. The Bruins have started really, really slowly their last couple games, but they are playing much better right out of the gate here. Beecher had a good shot here. He wasn't thinking pass at all. He wanted that on net the whole time. Well, Maroon just holding on to Matthews there, just giving him a little hug. Ooh. There's going to be an offensive zone draw. Here's Frederick now. He loses it. The Leafs come up with it. It goes around. Here's Dewar. He flips it high and out of the zone into the Bruins' end. Here's Wotherspoon. Gets it to Brazo. Brazo throws it into... Oh, here's a play. It's in the middle of the ice here. Tries to throw it to the net where Frederick was waiting for a potential rebound. Could not make it there. Here's Kampf now for Toronto. Flips it into the Bruins zone. Here's Wotherspoon. Shattenkirk can't make a play. Wotherspoon's going to try again. Shattenkurt's going to skate into it. Does not make a play again. Here's a shot that goes wide from the Leafs. Here's Lyubushkin. Gives it to Kampf. Kampf is behind the net. He's looking for a play out front. Gives it to Riley. Tries to throw it to the net. He can't. Wotherspoon will grab it. Wotherspoon's going to skate it. Gives it to Van Riemsdyk, who's just going to high flip into the Bruins zone. Brazo's going to chase that. He's going to be the first one on that puck. Tries to protect the puck. He cannot. Whoa! Lowry just missed that. Here's McAvoy with a play. Tries to go up the middle. Misses Geeky, and that is an icing on the Bruins. Who is the best shot blocker in the NHL? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. That's a good question. Where can I stream the actual game? I stream it from Sportsnet. I pay for Sportsnet Plus. Depends where you live and if you want to pay to stream or if you want to sail the high seas. Leafs win the draw in the Bruins zone. Pasternak fighting for it from Benoit. Benoit throws it towards the net, but that goes high and wide. Bruins trying to get the puck out. There's a battle along the boards. Geeky now reverses it. Gives it to Lowry. Lowry gives it to Pasternak. Oh, can't quite get it to Zacha, who loses his stick. Tavares has it now. Tavares cycles it down low to Nylander. Oh. Peace and love from Montreal. That's so nice. Peace and love from Alberta. Oh, here's Zaka now. He's going to skate it into the Leaf zone. High flip, and then he'll go for a change. Top line out for Boston. Coyle, DeBrusk, and Marchand. Coyle throws a big hit on Riley. Here's Carlo in the Bruins zone. Off the glass. Gets it to Marchand. Gives it to Coyle. Coyle tried to throw towards the net. Thought DeBrusk might have been cutting there. DeBrusk in a puck battle along the half wall. Gets it to Coyle. Here's Coyle again. Here's Lindholm now with a shot. Deflected. DeBrusk in front, and it's saved again. Whoa. Samsonov's made a couple big saves here. I like Boston's game right now. Oh. How's everyone feeling? How are we all doing? Forgot the game was tonight. Toronto born and raised, but Boston is a great team. Hey, that's super fair, Isabella. Absolutely. Oilers are my number 1 team. Bruins are my number 2. But Toronto, I mean, Toronto's good. On paper, Toronto should beat Boston usually. But game 7s, you never know what can happen. Yo, what's up, Co? Glad you're doing well. How's everyone's heart rates? Are they as high as mine? Actually, I can tell you what my heart rate is. So my Fitbit says it's at 105 right now. I could try and show you. No, it's too hard. I'll break my wrist trying to show you guys. It's only at 105. I thought it'd be a little higher. What's up, Dinner Bells? I'm amazed Keefe did not break up the first line with Matthews back in. That's interesting. It's interesting. I will say it's interesting. As a not Leafs fan, I'm not sure how I feel about it. They've been doing pretty good all season. Leafs are usually regarded as shit, but it could be because I'm surrounded by Canadiens fans. I mean, yeah, if you're living in Montreal, you're gonna the bias against Toronto is probably gonna be pretty high. All right, back from commercial timeout. And just as a friendly reminder, I am a minute behind everyone who is watching the game right now. So you'll usually see a goal before me. So I do hide the chat during gameplay. And then I'll look at chat and get to everyone's questions and messages during... and Pastrnak took an elbow, maybe? No. I don't know what that was. Here's a shot. Oh, and a big save from Swayman in his glove. Domi's been excellent centering. Domi's been terrific. Domi has been very, very good. And not just producing points, but his face-offs, he's cleaning up the Bruins on the face-off dot. Like the last 2 games, Domi, every time he's out there taking a draw, the Bruins don't gain possession. And that has really led to, their struggles at getting on the attack. Here's Matthews taking the draw against Coyle. Matthews is with Marner and Bertuzzi now. Here's Edmondson with a shot from the point. It deflects. It's in front, and Swayman's going to hold on. No, the puck stays loose. The Bruins do not get the puck out. Carlo had a chance, did not get it out. Lindholm will make a play on Bertuzzi. Matthews is forechecking hard. Matthews. Lindholm. What's happening here? Coyle dropped his stick, or his stick broke. Here's a play to Edmondson. Here's Lindholm now. He's going to put it off the boards. They need to get this out. They do get it out. Good forecheck from the Leafs on that shift. The Bruins had trouble getting out of the zone there. Here's Boakfist for Boston. He's going to skate it into Toronto's zone. Lyubushkin's going to grab it. There's a bit of a battle along the boards here. It's stuck in the skates. There's a massive humanity, and the Leafs come out with it. Maroon on the forecheck almost steals it. Tavares will come up with it, though, and he'll get the puck out safely to the neutral zone. Lowry will throw it back. No, he doesn't throw it back into the Bruins zone or Leaf zone. But here's McAvoy now. McAvoy with a shot. And Samsonov with the save. And McAvoy cuts in front. Looked like he was trying to throw an elbow there. McAvoy's got to he's got to calm down. If you want to prove the Montreal hates Toronto, look no further than HFTV. Domi still takes too many penalties. Fair. Did David goal? Pasternak? He has not goaled yet. That I'm aware of. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins. The shots are 9-4 Boston. I'm pretty sure it took 40 minutes for the Bruins to get 9 shots last game, so they're already playing better. Frederick gets kicked out of the face-off dot. Van Riemsdyk's going to take it for the Bruins now. The Bruins win the draw. It goes into an open area, but McCabe will grab it for Toronto, and he'll throw it into the neutral zone. And there's a glove pass by Boston. Face-off at the Bruins blue line. Oh. This is Boston's 3rd straight Game 7 in the opening round. They've lost the last 2. Last year it was against Florida. The year before it was against Carolina. So there's a lot of mental games on both teams right now, I think. They'll tell you that they don't think of the history, but they do think of the history. Here's Edmondson. Throws it across. Here's Bertuzzi now for the Leafs. Oh, Domi's back out between Bertuzzi and Marner. Oh, here's Bertuzzi, comes up with it. The Bruins here's a play in front. DeBrusk comes up with it. DeBrusk off the boards, doesn't get it out, but Coyle will. Here's Samsonov comes out to play it. DeBrusk is going to chase after it. Marchand tries to feed it to Coyle, almost comes up with it. Oh, just about made a good play. Here's Domi for Toronto. The Leafs are offside, so the Bruins are going to have a chance to skate this out. Here's Wotherspoon. He'll put that deep into the Leaf zone. Oh, and that puck goes into the Leafs bench. I think it went off Frederick's glove. Oh, and Frederick's kind of mucking it up. Message retracted. Oh no. What happened? I'm guessing we want the Leafs to burn? I don't want the Leafs to burn. Now, I'm an Oilers fan first, Bruins fan second. We'll see what happens in this game. I'm pretty chill. I'm not like someone that's going to actively be like, screw the Leafs. I enjoy hockey for what it is. Can I check the deserve to win meter in the intermission? Absolutely, yes. Also, welcoming Chris. There's a face-off at the Leafs blue line. Frederick with Van Riemsdyk and Justin Brazeau. Here's Wotherspoon. He'll throw it in deep. Took a weird bounce. Didn't get as deep as I thought it would. Bruins keep it in. Here's Brazeau now. To Frederick. Frederick trying to make a play. Throws it to McAvoy. He shoots. It deflects. It's blocked. Does not get to the net. The Toronto Maple Leafs have been really good at getting in shooting lanes right now. Oh, man. McAvoy. He was trying to find a lane there, but Toronto's really good at collapsing right now. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Defensive zone draw for the Leafs. Matthews is out there for Toronto. The Bruins have Beecher and Maroon out with Boqvist. Maroon's going to come up with it. Tries to reverse it to Beecher. Beecher makes it play to Maroon. He puts it in front, and it just misses Boqvist in front, who would have had a chance all alone there. McAvoy will grab it for Boston. He's going to skate up. McAvoy puts the puck, rims it around, goes to the left side. Here's McCabe. Gives it to Benoit. Benoit's pressured by the Bruins. It's Zacha, Geeky, and Pasternak out for Boston. Tavares for Toronto. McCabe jumps up. Puts it around to Kampf. Or Nyes, sorry. Here's Lowry for Boston. He's going to skate. Make a play to Pasternak. Pasternak puts it into the Leaf zone. Geeky's going to chase after it now. Zacha comes up with it. He puts it hard around. Here's Lindholm. Makes a play to Carlo. Bobbles over his stick. Carlo puts it back down low. Pasternak misses it. Lindholm comes up with it. Shoot towards the net. And Samsonov will hold on to that one. And there's some more rough stuff after the whistles here. We hadn't really seen the post-whistle scrums the last couple of games, but we're starting to see a little bit more right now. Both these teams, I think, are desperate to get this win. Both teams have a very bad history with Game 7s. Yes. A very, very, very bad history with Game 7s. No matter who wins this game, Twitter and Reddit are going to be gold mines for the memes. And the discourse surrounding whoever loses is going to be hysterical. And as a Bruins fan, I'm kind of prepared for the to become the laughingstock of the league for the second year in a row. Because watching the Bruins blow the series against Florida last year, that was a lot of fun. Let's see how Twitter's doing. How's everyone doing on the Twitter? Actually, Twitter seems pretty calm right now, surprisingly. I'm just kind of reading through like my feed and nothing too intense. Krinsky Dunsky! Go Leafs, go! Welcome in, Krinsky. I think right now the Bruins have the advantage in this first period. I think Boston has come out a little bit more desperate. But they have that hometown jump. If you're the Leafs, if you get out of the first period tied, I actually think that's a positive for Toronto because the crowd's going to start to get out of it the more this game is tied. So at least that's just kind of my opinion of it. But the Bruins have had a couple really good looks here. Samsonov's played really well for Toronto. Considering this was like, well, the broadcast, at least Sportsnet, they said Samsonov's probably known for the last day and a half that he was starting, but obviously fans didn't know that. But for Samsonov, coming in after Wall just won the last two games, and Samsonov has struggled in this series, I think Samsonov has played really well tonight so far for Toronto. Bruins win the draw. Here's McAvoy now. Throws it towards the net, and Samsonov will hang on to that one. Offensive zone draw for Boston. The shots are 11-4 for the Bruins. I'd probably say about 6 of those shots have been of the very low danger quality for Boston, but here's McAvoy, keeps the puck in, and that puck deflects out of play into the Bruins bench. Oh, they took a shot away from Boston. Shots are 10-4, not 11-4. Bruins are discussing something before the draw here. Marchand with DeBrusk and Coyle. DeBrusk has his game face on. Watch out for DeBrusk. They win the draw. Here's Lowry. Gives it to McAvoy. McAvoy's going to reverse it to Marchand. Marchand puts it down low into the Leaf zone. Coyle's going to go after it against Tavares. It's kept in by Lowry, who did jump up. Here's Marchand now. Here's McAvoy. Can't get a shot off. He fanned on it. Nyes is trying to beat DeBrusk to the puck. Whoa, and Knives takes out DeBrusk. Here's a shot from Nylander, and what a save from Jeremy Swayman. Wowzers! What a rush by Toronto there. Who was first in the East? The Rangers won the President's Trophy. Florida won the Atlantic Division. In the Atlantic Division, it was Florida, Boston, Toronto. And in the Metro, it was New York, Carolina, and then the Islanders. When did Taylor Hall score 90-plus points? The 17-18 season, I think, with New Jersey. That was a great save from Swayman on Nylander. Here's Brazo. Puts it into the Leafs zone. Frederick goes in after it. Van Riemsdyk, I don't know who he just stripped there. Frederick's going to go in and lay a hit. Brazo holds it along the boards. Here's Frederick with a shot, and it's saved by Samsonov. Samsonov is on his game right now for Toronto. The Bruins are getting some looks. That was a good look. Good look for Van Riemsdyk. I thought it was Frederick that shot it. It was Van Riemsdyk. Taylor Hall was good. There was just a lot of pressure on him, Eberle, and Nugent Hopkins, and they didn't have a proper supporting cast when they were with the team. They tried to do too much. But Taylor Hall did produce a lot for Edmonton. I liked Hall at Edmonton. I understand the trade. I still think it was a bad trade, even though I loved Adam Larson when he was on the Oilers. But yeah, Taylor Hall was a polarizing figure in Edmonton for sure. Was doing a little quizzes and didn't know he had a 90-point season. Yeah, it was in New Jersey, yeah. He won the Hart Trophy that year, too. Fun fact. Here's an offensive zone draw for Boston. Beecher, Boqvist, and Maroon will line up here. The Bruins win the draw. Here's Weatherspoon. Shattenkirk puts it down low. Boqvist battles for it. Maroon battles for it. Boqvist comes up with it. Boqvist gets it to Shattenkirk. Weatherspoon keeps it in. Here's Maroon down in the right corner in the Leaf zone. And Camp's going to come up with it for Toronto. He is going to make a play, and they are going to get it out of the zone. And I think the Leafs have iced it here, actually. It's not icing. I thought that was icing. Nope. Boqvist will skate it up for Boston. He'll put it deep into the Leafs zone and go for a change. Maroon's going to go in after it. He throws a big hit. Oh, and Marchand, he strips it from Matthews, but he did get it out. Holmberg dumps it into Boston's zone. Here's Coyle. Tries to get it to Carlo. Carlo misses it, but Marchand comes up with it. Marchand behind his own net. Throws it up the middle, finds DeBrusk. DeBrusk is going to give it to Lindholm, who's going to put that, off a stanchion. That was weird, out of play. That was pre-McDavid. Taylor Hall played 1 year with McDavid. McDavid's rookie year. Taylor Hall was still with the team. Fun fact, Nail Yakupov was still with the Oilers that year, too. 2:32 to play in the first. Shots are 11-5 Boston. Bruins dump it in. Pasternak's going to chase after it against Edmondson, who Edmondson leveled Pasternak earlier in this period, by the way. One of the hits of the playoffs. Oh, and Lindholm keeps that in. Here's Geeky trying to make a play. He can't. Zacha strips him. Oh, Zacha misses it, though. Here comes Nylander cutting in. And Swayman will hold on to that. Nylander couldn't quite get a shot there. Nylander's looked really dangerous so far tonight. He's had a couple good looks. Whoa! You could have called a hold on Lindholm there. Lindholm did reach around. He did hold on to Nylander, but the refs, I think, are just going to let them play. Like, it was good defense by Lindholm, but as a, neutral viewer, even though I want the Bruins to win, that probably would have been a holding penalty in the regular season. Oh, here's Domi with it. Gets a shot off. Save from Swayman, who kind of bobbles it, but he does hold on to it. Is that Yakupov in my profile picture? No, it is Leon Draisaitl. Good old Leon. He's my boy. He's my favorite player. Defensive zone draw for the Bruins. Beecher loses the draw. Oh, and Marchand throws a slash on Marner. Marchand's got to be careful here. Refs are going to be watching him like a hawk. Beecher, another defensive zone draw against Marner. Linesman is not dropping the puck for some reason. Drop the puck. The Leafs win it. The Leafs play it deep. Here's Domi. Tries to center it. And Beecher's going to skate this out for Boston. He's taken down by Marner. Bertuzzi's got it. Tried to get it across. He could not. And I think there was a big hit. The crowd went wild there for a second. Boston will change up. Riley's going to skate it up for Toronto. Skates it to the Bruins line. Gives it to Bertuzzi. Pow! Slap pass to... I don't know who he tried to hit there. Jornkrok. Boston will high backhand flip. Here's Brazo. Tries a bad angle shot that goes high and wide. Lindholm now to Carlo. Off the boards. Brazo's offside. 1:12 to play at the Leafs blue line. I love Leon, but I've always admired RNH. I love Reiners and Hopkins. Although, a couple years ago, I was like, I wouldn't be against it if Edmonton traded Nuge, but I'm glad they kept him. $1:12 to play. I feel like this period has taken forever to go. There's been a lot of whistles. Matthews, Marner, and Holmberg for Toronto. Geeky, Pasternak, and Zacha for the Bruins. Interesting. Keefe's got the blender out a little bit. He's trying to catch the Bruins off guard with a couple of these line matchups, throwing Montgomery off. Marner puts it in deep. Matthews battles for it, throws it around. Leafs are going to keep that in. It was Edmondson. Matthews behind the net. Matthews has possession. Here's Marner with a clapper from the blue line, and Swayman steers it away with his blocker. Here's Pasternak. He's going to skate with it. He's got some speed. But McCabe catches up and prevents Pasternak from getting into the zone cleanly. The Leafs, Edmondson, has it behind his own goal here. Edmondson with it. Looking for a play. The Bruins are hanging out in the neutral zone, just waiting. The Bruins make a good play. Here's Nylander. Here's Tavares with a move and a shot, and that goes high and out of play. Deflected. I was expecting a bit more action, to be honest. The Bruins had, it's been a weird, back and forth, the ebbs and flows. Boston came out flying. Toronto's kind of turned it up the last 6-7 minutes here. But I said, if you are Toronto, if you get out of this first period tied, that's considered a positive if you're a Leafs fan, in my opinion. Considering how much Boston did push early, and Samsonov made some really big saves. There's a face-off win for Boston. Wotherspoon sends it down the ice. Here's Liljegren, or Lyubushkin, sorry. Oh, and that's the end of the period. We have a 0-0 tie after 1. What a period of hockey that was. Let's check on the Money Puck deserve to win a meter. The Bruins with the higher quality looks. According to Money Puck, they would win 70% of the time. Wearing Boston. Yo, what's up, Janias? Yes, the Bruins are my number 2 team. So I do have a lot of Bruins gear in my apartment. The expected goals in the first period, 1.12 to 0.35 in favor of the Bruins. The Bruins had a very good period. However, Samsonov has held the fort down. If you're a Leafs fan, you probably are happy that you come out of that period tied, if I'm going to be completely honest. Love this. Love this picture of Bergie. Look how intense he is waving that flag. Let's go, Bergie. So the Leafs did manage eight shots on goal. I'd say like the only real like good look they had was the Nylander shot that Swayman made a good glove save on. Leafs might have parked a giant bus in front of the net. Yeah, Samsonov's been really good for Toronto. Really good. I want Toronto to make it just because we need Canadian teams. Hey, that's totally fair. I'm pretty neutral with the Leafs. The one team I don't want to see make the finals is Vancouver. That's like the one team that I wouldn't be able to handle, honestly. Or that, the Boston Pizza commercials where they're like, come together as Canadians. Vancouver is a team where I would not. But for a non-Oilers stream, I'm pretty happy with the turnout. I appreciate everyone that has turned out and is watching right now. It means a lot. Thank you. I'm going to do a Steve Dangle vibe check, see how he's doing. I couldn't imagine being a Leafs fan right now. Hello from Australia. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Random Aussie? Welcome back. Good to see you. I don't want Calgary to Toronto. Just no. I'm more open to Calgary now that Tkachuk is not on the team.
Heard. Probably not. I'm still in baby jail at the moment.
All right. I'm just going to be right back for just like a minute, but I will leave you with some Steve Dangle while I'm gone, just so that there's something to watch.
Out of a raw
Be right back.
Spicy pepper. I think of, yeah. Like bitten just a jalapeno? No. I've had jalapenos. I like chilies. I like spicy stuff. It's bell peppers for some reason. Watching from Toronto as real, Tails says, watching from Wakanda, it's as real as Toronto's chances. Well, luckily, Wakanda's real. So how dare you? Paul Douglas, do you think Edge is watching? No, but I do believe Adam Copeland is watching. AEW. Just started watching with a minute left. Why is Sammy in? Why have they not been watching Wool? So here's the problem. A lot of people think Sheldon Keefe just decided to start Ilya Samsonov. Wool's hurt. He's not even backing up. It's Martin Jones. Sammy's been good. As a Caps fan, I know watching Sammy play goal is not fun. You just don't know what you're going to get, dude. Wow. Hampus Lindholm is 0 for 6 in Game 7? Now I'm trying to think of them all. How many did he play with the Ducks? Why can't any of these teams score goals anymore? You could ask that question league-wide. They shut the valve off hard. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Drew in my ear goes, settle down. Sorry, I forgot the Colorado Avalanche exist. It's going to be a Western Conference final of the only two teams in the league who can still score. I feel like the Bruins were 100%. Leafs were at 80. Keefe just wanted to get through the first at zeros. Keefe knew they were going to bring it in 7. I mean, Jim Montgomery in the media kind of laid out the whole game plan after Game 6 when you think about it. But I don't think any coach goes, all right, boys, let's go out there and have a terrible first. So, I don't know. They were definitely try and mind games. They changed it where their practice was. Leafs only got to skate for 15 minutes. They had to skate, I think it was 20 minutes later than they usually would have. They're desperate, man. I honestly, I think the Bruins need this more than the Leafs. They do. Watching from Helsinki on my 30th birthday. Kitos. Good Leafs. And happy birthday. Did you watch Backlash? That crowd was white hot and made every match feel like 5 stars. No, I saw some clips from Backlash today. It was in Lyon, France, right? I saw a couple clips, but I was doing dad stuff, yard work, and a snooze cruise. Daughter wouldn't settle. Put her in the car. She was pissed. Drove around for a little bit. She was less pissed, and she just straight up fell asleep. It was great. Heart rate check. Hi! Japan here again. It's 10:07 a.m. Games over here. 3-1 Toronto. That's a funny comment. You're a funny guy. Paula with 5,500 Chilean, I believe it's Chilean pesos. I don't know how much that is, but thank you. Pre-ordered your book. Yeah. So it's traveling to Chile in October. 2 books. That's so many books. Thank you, Paula. You legend. You legend. Yes, Drew, I would like a quick break so that I can just go refill my water. I need less than 5 minutes. Yeah, let's go to the 3-minute clip. So Patrick Waugh, Lou Lamoriello, 2 men who work for the New York Islanders and are going to continue to work for the New York Islanders, according to Lou Lamoriello. Here we are talking about it on the Steve Dangle podcast.
On Long Island, Lou Lamoriello and Patrick Roy will be back. Lou Lamoriello is 82.
So that's been announced.
That's been announced. Lou and Patrick sat up and they in front of the fans today, in front of the media today, and said, we will be back. And you know what? I'll give Lou credit. He turned the season around, bringing Patrick in. I will be interested to see what Patrick Waugh is able to do with a team coming out of training camp. It's very clear that a guy like Steven Stamkos would be perfect for this team. I know we've talked about him with the Predators. And we talk about him.
I'm back. How are we doing? Sorry that I left all of you. Canucks don't deserve it. They need to lose 5 playoff seasons before they get a shot. 5, very specific, just like us. Took us time to mature. You know what? That's fair. Rangers versus Boston for the Cup. Actually, the Rangers and the Bruins, they would meet in the conference finals because they're both out east. Aussie, they actually couldn't meet for the Cup. You have to have one team from the Western Conference and then one team from the East is usually how the playoff bracket is set up. Talking about Chili's in one of his most intense moments of this year. Classic Steve. I love Steve Dangle, man. He's so good. Did I ever get visited? Have I ever visited the auto gallery in Edmonton? I don't believe I have. I actually don't travel to Edmonton very often. But I'm debating if I want to travel up for one of the Canucks games. I'm just checking out the Twitter, see how everyone's doing. The discourse on Twitter right now is actually not too bad. Unless you're 2021 where it was Vegas, Montreal in the Western Conference final. Oh yeah, that was weird because like it was the Canadian division, right? So then you had like a weird like divisional realignment as the playoffs went along. That playoff year was really strange. Ice hockey's not huge here. So the Kings and Coyotes came out here for the Global Series, which I went to. Oh, that's really cool. I forgot that they did that. That's awesome. That's super cool. Still a first intermission. I feel like this intermission's going by very slowly. See, I know the NHL, they did the global series in Australia. They also did a trip to China in like 2018 or 2019. I don't remember what year that was. I know the Bruins played the Devils there, if I'm remembering correctly. They usually do a trip to Sweden as well. There was a few teams that went to Sweden this year. Ottawa, Toronto, Detroit, and someone else went to Sweden this year. Like, games room behind you looks amazing. Is that where you watch the game on the TV? So actually, everything behind me, this is a green screen. This is not my actual room. I wish. My current room is pretty basic. I've got some Oilers jerseys hanging up behind me. But yeah, this is like the dream setup though, if I were to ever have like a lot of money. Oh, Minnesota. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. The fact checking, I appreciate it. God, it feels like forever ago. Feels like forever ago, but also just yesterday. The way time works in my brain now, especially now that I like create content on YouTube, like through videos and live streams, like time is just like a blur. From the time I made my first video in November to today, it literally feels like time hasn't even passed. It's so strange. It's a weird feeling. We can always have a dream like owning a hockey team. Exactly. So why is Boston my second favorite team? When I was growing up, my dad had a lot of Bruins memorabilia in our house. Now, as a kid, it was always Oilers. My dad let me watch Oilers. It was pretty much Oilers exclusively. Sorry, voice crack. But 2003, the Bruins drafted Patrice Bergeron, and I had been following the World Juniors, and I'd been following him in the queue. And I was like, you know what? I like Patrice Bergeron. And then I saw Boston drafted him, and kind of started watching the Bruins because of Patrice Bergeron, honestly. He was like the main reason that like started me watching Bruins hockey. So it helps that I had a dad that was also a big Bruins fan. When my dad was growing up, he got to watch Bobby Orr. Fun fact, my dad actually got to like hang out in a bar with Bobby Orr and like go fishing together. There's a camp out east that my dad works at that they were able to go to once, and super cool story. I would love if my dad was ever on stream to like tell it to everyone. So like he grew up a big Bruins fan. Bobby Orr is his favorite player. So there was like Bruins influence from my dad, but also influence just on my own, just watching hockey as a kid. Fell in love with Patrice Bergeron, fell in love with the Bruins. But Edmonton is always number one. Bruins are always number two. Ice hockey is popular in Argentina. There's a well-maintained league here with a final. Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. I love that. How many points did Hollywood get? I think he had just 2 goals, but I can double check. We can take a look at the Oilers stats if you want. Even though this is like a Bruins-Leafs game, obviously my channel is mostly Oilers-centered, so let's take a look here. Where's our boy? Where's our boy? Dylan Holloway, 2 goals. Was 0. The only forwards that did not get a point were Derek Ryan and Corey Perry. Oh, and Ryan McLeod. But Ryan only played 2 games against the Kings. And of course, McDavid had 12 points. Draisaitl had 10. Bouchard had 9. Hyman had 7 goals. Holy smokes. Hyman's on pace for like 28 goals in the playoffs. Could you imagine? Nugent Hopkins, he had a good first round. He had 6 points. Kane had 3 points. Holloway, Henrique had a goal. Kulak had a goal. Fogle. Fogle was in game 1, I believe, the empty netter. Janmark, couple of assists. I've liked Janmark's game so far in the first round. You had him over 3 points. That's fair. But I mean, he's played good. Always played good. 11:21 a.m. Sunday morning here, so I love these games at this time. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I'm dreading the start time for the Oilers. I think they play Tuesday, but there's no official start time, but it'll probably be like 8:30, like Alberta time, knowing the NHL. RNH didn't go crazy, but he was still over a point per game. He's underrated, absolutely. I think his two-way game is very underrated. I think sometimes he focuses too much on defense instead of like producing offense, but that's never a bad thing in my opinion. Second favorite team is the non-existent Coyotes. It was because of Shane Doan. Love Shane Doan. Similar to why you like Boston, it's cool your dad liked them too. It's fun watching Josh Doan now, right? Are you going to transfer that fandom to Utah now? Are you going to be Utah's like biggest fan? Tough situation in Arizona. They just have a terrible owner. I think hockey can work in Arizona. I think Arizona is a good place to have a hockey market. They just have not had proper ownership. Oilers forever. Beautiful. 12:30 p.m. for me if the Oilers game happens. Nice. 9:20 p.m. Alberta time. How's the playoff beards coming along? If you're growing one, mine's pretty patchy and like super ugly. I do have to kind of shave my neck a little bit. It's itchy. I will say that. Oh, I forgot James Van Riemsdyk was on the Leafs when they lost in 2013 to Boston. So the fact that he's with the Bruins now, this is very interesting. Second period, bring it on. Yeah, second period's about to start here. You look like Joe Thornton at the moment. I love that. Amazing. Second period starting up. I will be hiding chat momentarily. Every whistle, I will look back at chat. I will answer questions and read your comments. So if you send anything that I miss, it's just because usually during the action, I'm focusing on the game. And I avoid spoilers because you're all ahead of me. So Boston, they started off the first period really well. I felt Toronto started to take over a little bit. Boston has to reassert their will on Toronto here in the second, especially with the long change. And the puck has dropped. We are playing. Tavares skates it up for Toronto. He'll throw it deep into the Bruins zone. Low rye with it. Throws it around. Here's Pasternak. And the Bruins have a break. A possible 3-on-2. Here's Zacha. Zacha with a shot. Where is it? It's in Samsonov's legs. His pads. I hope Dallas wins. Feel like Vegas can abuse. The Vegas cap abuse makes me want them to get knocked out early. I'm with you. Said about a week ago, I got $50 to shave it. Right now, it's about like yours, Patchy. What potential would I give Stu and Shell? An A-? B+, A-. I think Stuart Skinner will be a good, but not like elite goaltender. You know, you have like the Hellebucks and the Bobrovskis, and like Skinner will be like a tier below them for his career. Skinner has proven that he can be a really good goaltender, though. The Bruins bring it in. It's the maroon line. Here's Gregor, high off the glass for Toronto. Doesn't get it deep, though. So the Bruins are going to try and bring this back in. Beecher does get to it. Here's Maroon now. He's got Boqvist going to the net. Tries to find him. Can't. Kept in by Wotherspoon. Maroon behind the net. He tries to play it to Boqvist. Doesn't quite get it there. Here's McCabe for Toronto. Shattenkirk will chase the puck in his own end. Puck goes around. Here's Coyle. Coyle for Boston. Gets it to Beecher. Beecher skates it in. With a shot. He misses high and wide on the glove side. Play is in the neutral zone. DeBrusk off the glass and out. Marchand's going to try and get to it. He can't. Max Domi has it for Toronto. Puts it into the Bruins zone. DeBrusk is going to chase it into the corner. Reverses to Carlo. Carlo does not get the puck deep. There's a shot on Swayman and stopped. Marchand now gets around his check. Gets it to DeBrusk. DeBrusk is going to skate it on the left side. DeBrusk, high flip into the left corner. He's going to go in and hit Liljegren hard into the corner there. But the Bruins... Oh, that'll be icing on Toronto, actually, with 18:03 to play. Skinner's going to be elite over the years. I hope so. I really do. I believe in Stuart Skinner. I will defend Stuart Skinner to my grave. I will not allow Stuart Skinner slander. Here's Frederick, offensive zone draw, sorry, for the Bruins. Here's Brazo trying to get the puck. He's being tied up. Brazo to Frederick. Tries to bring it in front. He does! Oh, and Van Riemsdyk's tripped. The Bruins are going to get a power play. Boston gets the first power play of Game 7. The Leafs tripped the Bruin in front. It was Liljegren, I think. He's so calm, bounces back after bad games. Oh, I agree. I agree. Oh, yeah, Van Riemsdyk got tripped there by Liljegren. The Bruins have a real good opportunity to get the first goal here. Considering how rare power plays are in Game 7s, Boston has to take advantage. This is a huge power play. They are 6 for 15 in this series. They have a chance to really, put the Leafs on notice. Zacha off the draw. Gets to Van Riemsdyk. Here's Shattenkirk with a shot, and it's stopped by Samsonov. What did I miss, you filthy animals? Nothing so far. Nothing too crazy, at least. We have a 0-0 score. Also, welcome back, Release the Kraken. It's good to see you. Zacha, offensive zone draw. There's a scramble. The Leafs win it. Interesting that Brazo's out there for Boston on the power play here. I would have imagined Marchand would have been out there, but Shattenkirk reverses it, but nobody was home. Here's Pasternak. Play to Van Riemsdyk, who can't get that puck. Okay, the Bruins are struggling at just basic puck possession. Oh, Swayman! He loses it behind the net! Marner throws it on net. What are the Bruins doing? Oh, this is really bad. The Bruins are really struggling right now. Swayman. Here's Pasternak for Boston. He's going to bring it in. Gets it to Brazo. Zacha's battling down low. Brazo gets it to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk to Brazo in front, and he just misses. Here's Pasternak. Reverses to Zacha. Zacha now. Puts it back down low to Van Riemsdyk. Gets it to Pasternak. To Van Riemsdyk. Here's Zacha at the point. To McAvoy. McAvoy's looking for an option. Gives it to Zacha. He throws it down low to Brazo. Brazo now. Here's Coyle. Coyle to DeBrusk. Off the boards. DeBrusk tries. They try to center it for Pasternak. They don't get it there. The Boston Bruins are really struggling at getting anything towards the net. A couple forces. Good penalty kill for Toronto, keeping Boston to the outside. Here's DeBrusk. He's going to skate it up to McAvoy. Geeky does not get the puck down low. And Toronto clears. The Bruins had one shot on the power play. Here's Marchand now. Marchand with it. Oh, here's Lindholm. Lindholm has a chance to shoot. He doesn't. Here's Carlo with a shot. He misses high and wide. And Marchand gets taken out in front of the crease. He would have had an opportunity. I don't know who took him out there. Domi brings it into the Bruin zone. Domi stick handles. He's taken down. And Coyle's going to get called. Toronto's getting their first power play. Yikes. That is a really, really soft call in my opinion. Nothing like Oilers fans watching the Leafs. What the fuck? I don't like that call on Coyle at all. Interesting that they called that. The Bruins penalty kill has to come up big here. Was a cross-check. You know what? No. Nope. I take that back. Even as a Bruins fan, that was a cross-check by Coyle. It was in the numbers. Can't do that. The ref made the right call. Leafs win the draw. Here's a one-timer from Matthews. Here's a rebound. Tavares can't get it in. DeBrusk now. He'll hold it along the boards. There are 3 Leafs battling for it. Matthews puts it back down to Riley. Riley with it to Matthews. Matthews to Marner. Oh, and Tavares just can't put that in there. DeBrusk fighting for it, trying to get the puck out. The Bruins do get the puck out. Good clear for DeBrusk. The Maple Leafs are 1 for 20 in the series. Nylander to Matthews. He'll skate it through the neutral zone. Gets it to Tavares. Tavares puts it into the Bruins corner. Here's Tavares now. Oh, and the Bruins. Oh, here's a race for the puck. Wotherspoon will get the puck out. Doesn't get it deep, though, so the Bruins cannot make a change. Here's Riley to Marner. To Nylander. Nylander reverses. And here's Marchand. He'll skate this out of the zone. Marchand coming into Leaf zone. He shoots it wide. And Marchand's going to go for a change, I think. And here's Domi in flight. Here's a shot. Yarncroke right into Swayman. Yo, and Yarncroke skates into Swayman. Yo, Yarncroke's got to get a penalty for that. He can't skate into Swayman like that. I will change the score as soon as there is a score to change, yes. Just can't believe the refs called that in Game 7. Yeah, that's true. Frederick kind of got pushed into... Or Frederick pushed Yarncroke into Swayman. Leafs have 45 seconds remaining on the power play. 14:08 to play in the second. Shots are 13-13. Leafs win the draw. Domi, of course. He's been winning draws all... Oh, here's a shot that almost went in. Lindholm will throw that down the ice. Good clear for Boston. 30 seconds to go on the Maple Leafs power play. Here's McCabe. He reverses. Here's Domi. He's going to skate up in the neutral zone. He has speed. Gives it to Bertuzzi. Puts it down low. Knives with it. Here's McCabe with a shot from the point. And that goes wide. McAvoy tries to get it deep. He can't. Frederick battling for it along the boards. The Bruins come up with it. I mean, the Leafs come up with it. Here's McCabe to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi with a shot off the outside of the post. Oh, it comes out in front. They tried to bank it off Swayman in. Here's a shot in front. It's in the crease. The Leafs are swarming right now. Here's McCabe from the point. He gives it to Riley. Here's a shot from Bertuzzi, and it's blocked. Here's another shot towards Swayman, and it's saved. Frederick just trying to ease the pressure. He sends it down the ice, and that's going to be icing. The Bruins do make the kill, but Toronto had a lot of opportunities. Spoilers, we will get a goal soon. My fortune cookie said so. Leafs have played better in the second period. They have. It was the same penalty called on Vancouver last night at the end of the game. Yeah, that is true. That is true. The Bruins are bending, but they're not breaking right now. But they have a very important defensive zone draw that they have to win. Beecher's been out there for over a minute. Frederick for almost a minute. Wotherspoon for almost a minute. You have a couple tired Bruins. Coyle has to win this. He does. McAvoy's going to grab it off the glass. He does not get the puck out. He had a chance to get out, and he didn't. The Bruins should. They do get it out now. But the Leafs will quickly reverse it. Here's Witherspoon. He's going to look for a play up the middle of the ice. The Bruins are going to get one person off. They might get two. Here's Witherspoon. Behind his own net. McAvoy can't get it to Frederick. Frederick with a hit. Zaka's out there now. Here's a shot that goes wide from Liljegren. Nylander for the Leafs is battling for it behind the Bruins net. Here's Witherspoon. Off the boards. And they do get it out. And that should allow the Bruins to change a couple more players. Bruins were definitely caught for a while. Oh, and icing from the Leafs here with 12:04 to play. I think the first goal will come from Coyle, but McCabe will respond. Then OT Marchand wins it. I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah. That was tipped. So that won't be icing. That'll be at center ice. Oh, no. Commercial break? I don't know what's happening. Skinner broke records earlier. Just want him to live up to his hype. That's fair. I never really projected Skinner to be like, you know, like an elite Carey Price type elite goaltender or like Connor Hellebuck. But all Skinner has to do is just play good enough. A 9-10 save percentage gives the Oilers a incredible opportunity to win every single night. And for the most part, Skinner's been really good too. Like, he has his struggles, he has his ups and downs. That's very common for young players. But Skinner's the guy, and I believe in Skinner. I think he can get it done. No stanching goals. Oh, God. Yeah. I think Skinner will be like Demko at best, but probably like a Gibson. I mean, Demko I would consider in like the top echelon of goaltenders in the league. Poor Gibson, man, in Anaheim. I want to play from Carlo to prevent Tavares from getting the backhand on that power play. Tavares had an open net if he was able to get that shot off. Back from commercial break. Cuthbert and Simpson are chatting it up. Now, if Toronto does lose tonight, I think Chris Cuthbert will be calling the Vancouver-Edmonton series, which I'll be happy about. I love Chris Cuthbert. I like Harn Ryan Singh as well, but I really like Chris Cuthbert. Leafs win the draw. They try and throw it up. It's in the Bruins zone. Swayman is going to play it to Witherspoon. Reverses. The Bruins get it out. Maroon's going to chase after it. He's being kind of held up by Camp. Pasternak's out for Boston. With Boqvist and Maroon, this is an interesting line for the Bruins. I don't know if it's just like the middle of a change for Boston or... Oh, and Maroon just missed that. Damn, that'll be icing. Who's your favorite goalie prospect? I'm not really in tune with goaltenders. It's a position that, like, I don't know how to analyze because it's just so strange to me. I can't get over that this is another Toronto-Boston Game 7. I know. I know, it's wild. I can't believe it either. Leafs win the draw. Oh, and there's a shot off the face-off. Just missed the net for Toronto. Here's Maroon. Has a chance to get it out. Gets it to Pasternak. High flip into the Leaf zone. Boqvist is going to beat the icing out. Boqvist fighting for it. I don't know where the puck is. Toronto gets it to center. Here's Matthews. Takes a hit from Lowry. McAvoy now. Throws a hit on Matthews. The Leafs are battling along the boards for that puck. They do reverse it. Brazo's going to chase after it. McCabe gets it to Yarncroc. And here's Lowry. Hooked up by Matthews. Matthews is winning the puck battle all along the boards right now. Here's Benoit for the Leafs. Here's Tavares, can't get a shot off. He's cycling. But Frederick's going to grab it. He's going to get it up. The Bruins do not get the puck out of the zone. Boston's had a few chances, and they finally do get it out. Hi, Mochi. Hi, honey. Mochi. The Bruins have to get on the attack here. Toronto's taking over this period. Here's Lowry with it. He's going to get it out of the Bruins zone. Pasternak. He's going to skate it into Toronto zone. Here's Pasternak. Here's Pasternak again. Pasternak tries to cut through. And there's a penalty coming up against Toronto. It's a hooking call. The Bruins are going to get another power play here. Interesting. I think it'll go to a commercial break, but the Bruins have to score here, right? The way Toronto's been playing this period, Boston has to get the first goal. I'm surprised they called that. Couple power plays in the second period. They called nothing in the first. I guarantee all the power plays are going to be in the second, and then they're probably not going to really call anything in the third. Especially if the game's tied. But Boston has to score here if they want to win this game. And put the top unit out. I don't know why Brazo started the last power play for Boston. You should have Pasternak with DeBrusk and Marchand at minimum to start this power play. Oh boy. This game, man. If you are a neutral viewer, I envy you. Also, goals have been very hard to come by the last few nights of the playoffs. Like last night, Dallas lost 2-0. Nashville lost 1-0. The night before, Boston lost 2-1. There are, goals are at a premium right now. Anyone that's been betting the over, like 5.5 goals in a game, has been losing a lot of money. Interesting. The trailing official made the call here. Yeah, that wasn't really a hook. That was not a hook, but the Bruins have to take advantage of a gift here. That shouldn't have been a penalty on Toronto. DeBrusk is out there with Zacha, Pasternak, Marchand, and McAvoy. Marchand gets it to McAvoy. McAvoy puts it deep. Here's Zacha trying to battle for it. Can't get it. DeBrusk is going to try and get to it. And the puck is shot out of play or down into the Bruins zone. Swayman will hold it up. McAvoy's going to grab the puck now. McAvoy. He's going to reverse it to Zacha. Zaka's going to bring it in with Marchand to Zacha. Boston's going to try and start a cycle. DeBrusk protects. Throws it in front. And Marchand will keep that into the blue line. Here's Pasternak with a shot, and it's stopped by Samsonov. I think the Oilers have an underrated future. Maybe they still have Hyman, Draisaitl, McDavid, Bouchard, Skinner, RNH. I do think they need a cup soon, though. They do. Leon won't jump ship. He's really good friends with Connor. I don't think Leon will jump ship either. In saying that, I don't think he'll sign an 8-year contract. His next deal, I think it's going to be like 4 or 5 years, like Austin Matthews just signed with Toronto. Because the cap is supposed to keep going up. And that allows him to control his future and maybe get another raise in 4 or 5 years. Zacha gets kicked out of the faceoff dot. Bruins have 1:24 left on their power play. Marchand will take the draw. He loses it. Pasternak battles for it, though. There's 2 Bruins, 2 Leafs battling for it. Marchand's the 3rd Bruin to support. DeBrusk is battling. Nobody can get to it. Marchand does get it. Here's McAvoy. McAvoy, he tried to feed it to Pasternak, but it was intercepted. He should have just shot that puck. Great play by the Leafs. Great play by Yarncroc to intercept that. Here's McAvoy now. He reverses. Gets it to Charlie Coyle, who gets it to Pasternak. And Marchand loses it. And there's a break for the Leafs. Here's Dewar. And it's stopped by Samsonov. Or Swayman. Samsonov. Marchand's going to bring it into the Leaf zone. Yikes. The Bruins power play is terrible right now. You know they're going to have a makeup call for Toronto. I would assume so. What a defensive play from the Leafs. I don't know why McAvoy didn't one-time it there. McAvoy's got to make a better decision. Marchand's got to be better with the puck along the boards. Nice save from Swayman, though. Great save. Toronto's played a really good second period. Offensive zone face-off for Boston. Toronto wins it. Here's Marner now. He's going to kill the clock. He's going to shoot it all the way into the Bruins zone. Swayman tries to make a play, but it goes through his stick. Here's Shattenkirk. Gets it to Coyle, who can't skate through. But Geeky will come up with it to Brazo. Brazo to Coyle. Over to Shattenkirk. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Shattenkirk throws it across to Coyle. Coyle, he's cutting in. He's tripped. There's no call. The Leafs make the kill. And here's the breakaway for Nyes. And Shattenkirk took him out. And Nyes went down into Swayman. I thought Shattenkirk tripped Nyes there. I'm surprised there's no penalty. Will Pickard get a game? I would assume. Unless Skinner really starts to collapse, I don't think Pickard is going to see any time in the playoffs. He did get the puck, but let's see. Was this a trip? You could see if they had called it, it would have made sense. I think that should have been a penalty on Boston, in my opinion. Again, I try and remain neutral. That was more of a trip than the hook that was called on Toronto. Play is back on. Toronto forecheck-in. Leafs forecheck-in now. It's in the Bruins zone. Puck comes out to the slot area, but it misses him. Here's Riley with it for Toronto in his own zone. Off the glass. Matthews, not sure what happened here. Offside. Must be the dead puck zone for the playoffs this year. Every team seems so defensive driven. Nuts. Yeah, it's weird because the first few nights of the playoffs, it's just high octane. Everyone's scoring goals. And then as the series goes along and as the playoffs progress, the games become a lot tighter check-in. Everyone's always making adjustments against each other. Here's Geeky. Loses the draw. Shot in by Riley. Lindholm's going to grab it for Boston. Does not get it by Nylander. Nylander kicks it, but Geeky grabs it. Here's Zacha. Zacha does not get the puck out of the zone. Toronto keeps it in. It's in front of the net. Nylander with a chance. What a save from Swayman. Zacha, another chance to clear. He reverses to Lindholm. Lindholm and Carlo don't know who wants it. Here's Lindholm now. He's going to skate this out for Boston. The Bruins are hanging on by a thread right now. Lindholm now skating into Toronto zone. He'll put that down low. Trying to center it for Geeky. Geeky's going to battle. He keeps it in. Puts it in. Here's Zaka. Tries to find Pasternak, and it goes off of his stick and out of the zone. The Bruins are struggling at just basic passes right now. Here's Lowry to Coyle. Marchand's going to forecheck. Here's DeBrusk now. DeBrusk with it. Tries to give it to his defenseman. It's blocked. Here's the play to McAvoy. McAvoy to Coyle. Coyle with it. It's knocked off his stick. DeBrusk is going to go and throw a hit. The Bruins keep it in. Here's a play in front. Marchand just missed. Here's Marchand. Throws it towards the net. Here's McAvoy to Lowry. He throws it towards the net and he misses. He was looking for a deflection. And McAvoy's going to skate back into the Bruins zone as that went all the way around. McAvoy to Lowry. Lowry gives it to Frederick. The Bruins get it in deep. Brazo's going to chase after it. Here's Brazo. Shakes off his man. Cuts out in front. He doesn't quite find who he was looking for. Here's Lindholm now. Lindholm's going to skate it into the zone. Looked offside to me. Not quite, I guess. Hey, Tass, come here. Come here. Puck is in the Bruins zone. Swayman. The Bruins throw it around. Brazo deflects it into the Leaf zone for Van Riemsdyk. He's being pinned. Here's Wotherspoon now. Here's Frederick. Skates into the Bruins zone. Frederick tries to throw it on net. Can't quite get a good shot off, and Samsonov will hold on to that. You know, I will say, I think the Bruins power play has actually taken all their momentum away. Pass stop. Lay down. Lay down, bud. Nylander almost scored the coolest goal, right? O'Reilly almost deflected that into his own net. I thought that was Marchand that in front got a piece of that. The longer this game goes on, the less good I feel for Boston. This feels like a game that Toronto is really starting to take over right now. What are my thoughts on Banff? I love Banff. One of my favorite places in the world. I mean, not that I've traveled to a whole lot of places. I've been to many places in Canada. I've traveled to every province in Canada except for Newfoundland and the 3 territories. But Banff is by far one of my favorite places. Would I stay up if I went to triple overtime? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I absolutely would. But this game definitely feels like whoever scores the first goal is going to win this game. Hey, Alexa, clear notifications. Thank you. I want to go to Banff. Going to Edmonton this June. I want to visit there. I highly recommend it. Banff is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Whoa! Yeah, I'm shocked they didn't call a trip on Shattenkirk. Looked like a trip to me on that partial breakaway. Toronto wins the faceoff. They're going to get that puck out. Possible 2-on-1 for the Leafs. Oh, and it's in front, and Swayman makes a save. Where's the puck? It's behind the net. The Leafs just with a crazy attack. Here's Camp. Beecher now. He reverses. There's nobody there. Benoit with it for Toronto. Cycles. Wotherspoon's going to grab it for Boston. Trying to make a play. Puts it around the boards. Here's Maroon. He does get the puck out. Boakfist is going to chase after it. Doesn't get the puck, but Maroon will grab it for Boston. Here's Maroon. Plays it down to Boakfist. He loses it. Now here's Domi. The Bruins might be caught on a change here. Domi's going to bring it into Boston zone. Boston. Domi makes a play. Here's Marner with a shot. He misses the net. Deflects high and wide. Lyubushkin keeps it in. Here's Bertuzzi. Gets it to Marner. Tries to center it for Bertuzzi. Can't quite get it there. And Coyle has his stick knocked out of his hand. He loses it. He does not make the play. The Bruins are caught. Here's a shot from Riley and saved by Swayman. Here's DeBrusk. He can't get the puck. Bertuzzi has it. Here's a shot towards the net. Looking for deflection, goes wide. Here's Lyubushkin. The Leafs are all over the Bruins right now. Lyubushkin sends it back to the point. Here's Marner now. Marner looking for a shooting lane. Reverses it to Domi. Here's Domi to Riley. Riley with it. Waiting for a play. Here's Marner to Riley. He has space. He tries to get a shot off. It's blocked. Here's Riley. And the Bruins get it out. They will not get it. Oh, no, they will. Here's DeBrusk moving in. DeBrusk is going to turn back. Wait for help. Here's Lowry. Shoots off the glove of Samsonov. Lowry towards the net. Deflected by Geeky into Samsonov's pad on the outside of the post. Whoa, the action here. The Leafs have been all over Boston. McAvoy's going to throw the puck up. Now here comes Pasternak for Boston. He throws it to an open area. Geeky gets it. He's going to give it to the point. Here's McAvoy. Tries to throw towards the net. That deflects and goes out of play. Wowzers. Since less teams play in the second round, I hope it's 6 to 7 p.m. start since I go to sleep at 9. Got to be up for 5. I want to watch games live. Yeah, I really hope the Oilers get a couple earlier starts. That would be very nice. .240 to play in the second period. The action is suddenly just really ramped up here. Shots are 12-5 for Toronto this period. Shot attempts 41-35 in favor of the Leafs. Here's Matthews wins the draw over Frederick. Here comes the Leafs. Matthews keeps it in. Oh, and Frederick just can't quite get that to Marchand. Oh, and McAvoy will grab it. Here's Marchand with a shot. He just misses the glove side. The Leafs will put it down. Here's Lowry with it. He's going to skate. Makes a move. He makes another move. Skates in the Leaf zone. Here's Lowry. He's making moves. He falls in the corner in the Leaf zone. Pasternak's going to go after it. It comes in front, but nobody's there to grab it. Carlo now. He's in his own zone. Carlo off the boards. Tries to find Pasternak. He's going to throw it into an area, looking for Zacha, but Geeky will come up with it. Now Zacha puts it around to Pasternak. Pasternak with the puck. He stick handles. He cuts in front. It's along the crease there. Can't quite get a look. Oh, and Pasternak skated into, I forget who. I don't know who that was. Kind of fell there. Here's Lindholm looking to protect it in his own zone behind the net. Needs support. Carlo will come up with it. Carlo off the boards. DeBrusk throws it into an area. Missed his man. And it's offside on Toronto. Holy moly. Pasternak has 2 shots on goal, 3 attempts tonight for Boston, according to the Sportsnet stats. Defensive zone drop for Boston. They win it. Here's Wotherspoon to Coyle. Here's Beecher now. He's going to skate up. Beecher. He's trying to cut in. He puts it down low to DeBrusk. DeBrusk is going to protect. DeBrusk now. Looking to make a play. Comes out. Reverses it down low. Looking for Coyle. Coyle's trying to get it. He's knocked down by Liljegren. DeBrusk is going to go in support. Liljegren's on top of Coyle. And they're going to blow the whistle there. We may have a tie game at 0-0 heading to the third, depending on what happens in the last 48 seconds of the second here. Trying to clean my glasses here. Offensive zone draw. It's Zacha, Pasternak, and Marchand. They've loaded Marchand with Pasternak in the last 48 seconds. Trying to take advantage here. Maybe get a look. Pasternak on the draw. He's going to try and win to Marchand. He does. Marchand with a shot, and it's deflected out of play. Fun fact, Austin used to have the pasta flow. I mean, I did have a pretty good flow. I recently had it cut, but I did used to have a flow. How has no one scored yet? Good defense and good goaltending. Leafs get the puck out of their zone. It's in the neutral zone. Lindholm will come up with it. Gives it to McAvoy. McAvoy's going to play it. Gets it to Zacha. Zacha coming in. Zacha reverses. Puts it behind the Leafs net. There's nobody there for the cycle. Riley gets it. And the Leafs are going to ice it here with 22 seconds to play. I mean, I had a pretty good flow. I had a pretty decent head of hair like a month ago. Here's Coyle off the draw for Boston. 22 seconds to play. There's a scramble for it. Marchand's battling. Wins a board play. Can't quite get the puck, though. Tavares puts it out of the zone. Lindholm grabs it for Boston. To McAvoy. McAvoy looks up at the clock. Here's Lindholm. Tries to find Coyle. And they're going to call icing with 1.6 seconds to play. Good defense and Leafs in the same sentence. The Bruins, their biggest push was in the first period. The second period, it's been all Leafs. No, they're not related, Chris. Not that I'm aware of. And Nylander's going to try and win a draw to Matthews here. They do have time for a shot. And Matthews tries to get it on net. Oh, and they do get a shot, but Swayman makes the save. Wow. That was an intense period of hockey. I feel like the Leafs really, took it to Boston that period. Yeah, I'm always wearing a hat. Nobody ever sees my hair unless my hat is off during anthems. A lot of Cups players, good. Oilers first for me, but admire the huge pedigree of the Habs. Dangle check. Yeah, let's see how Steve Dangle's feeling right now. How's Dangle doing?
This is the first live I've been able to join. This is amazing. Way more interesting than the
There are 12,000 people watching Steve Dangle right now.
Had me. I liked it until you said that. Utah Futa is my pick.
Love this. I'm going to take a bathroom break. I'm going to grab a quick snack. I'm going to leave you with Steve Dangle. You guys can just kind of watch, hang out. There's going to be another 1-0 game. I'd say I think so too, Adamant. I think so too.
Whisper, go Leafs, go.
But I will be right back. I'll be like probably 5 minutes tops. All right.
Go Leafs, go. Go Leafs, go. Weird. I don't like it. Nick Wilson, if there was only one Canadian team left in the playoffs, would Canada rally behind them or would rivalries take over? Go back and look at any time a Canadian team has gone to the final. Leafs got to have the best speech they've ever had. I would like that. Win or lose here, is there anyone acquired from around the trade deadline you keep? Connor Dewar, but he's an RFA, so I guess he doesn't count. One of Joel Edmondson or Ilya Lyubushkin. Riley just seems really comfortable with Lyubushkin. Man. And they didn't really acquire anyone up front. Tiebreaker to Boosh. Right-handed shot, plays with Riley. And I'm a Rangers fan, but I still love your videos. That is from Liam. Thank you. Last one, Steve. Video, essay, or book idea. I've always been curious about the history of a Ballard era and how it affected the current fan base's psyche. I actually wrote a book report on, not a book report, like it was something about Harold Ballard in grade 3. And I had to ask my parents why it was insulting to call someone a frog, because apparently Harold Ballard did that. I didn't know. I was in grade 3. You like OT? Because here comes 3 of them, says Wesley Novak. No. And Spicy Conspiracy says, go Leafs go. Drew, do we have a clip? I need a break. And you all better be back for the 3rd period. We got an 8-minute clip on PLD because the LA Kings are knocked out. Last one before we go to that clip from Kim Watson. Will they fire Leaf if the Leafs lose tonight? Yes, I think so. Let's go to that clip about PLD from the Steve Dangle podcast.
A PLD
Twitter
buyout
account.
spans 14 years and has a cost of $15 million, but a savings of $31.667 million. Dubois is 25 years of age at the time of this potential buyout. Therefore, the ratio would only be 1/3.
So, can I give the info on the minutia that's going on with the 1/3 buyout?
Hit me up.
PLD on June 24th turns 26 years old. So if they were to do the buyout June 24th post through June 30th, where the buyout window is, the buyout would actually be 2/3. So if they want a 1/3 buyout, the buyout would have to take place before his birthday. And I was listening to 32 Thoughts this morning. They had some great info on this. And one thing that they pointed out is that the buyout window does not open until the Stanley Cup playoffs are over. The last date that
27th.
Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs could be is the day of his birthday. So if the Stanley Cup playoffs go to Game 7 of the final round of the Stanley Cup, they cannot do a 1/3 buyout because the buyout window will not have opened. If the Stanley Cup playoffs end before his birthday, then they have the option of the 1/3 buyout.
This could be one of the
Shout out
most...
Elliot and Jeff for doing some great.
That's some
research
good
on
digging.
that. Yeah.
I want to throw this out there. This player's career is already one of the more interesting than I can remember.
Well, he was drafted 3rd overall, having switched positions mid-season. Remember that?
Yeah.
He had played center in the queue for half a season, and everyone's like, you are out of your friggin' minds. And Jesse Puljujarvi was really highly rated at the time. They passed on him. That hasn't worked out great. You know who else they passed on? And by they, I mean the Columbus Blue Jackets. Matthew Tkachuk.
That could have changed the Columbus fortunes forever.
And dude, we're talking about a guy who a team picks you 3rd overall, they're investing in you automatically. They picked you 3rd overall. And he dogged his way off of that team. He requested a trade, which is fine, but he quit on them.
Can we do the numbers on the buyouts?
Please,
We
I would
never
like
got to that. So the 1/3 buyout, if the LA Kings choose to buy out PLD, which would be a crazy thing to do because the buyout is going to go through 2038.
Rob Blake's fired.
It's double the years that are left on the contract. So 2038. And throughout that deal, they're going to have a cap at $27 million over those years. It averages, it's like not bad. It's manageable. It's 1.6, 1.5, 2.5, 3.7, 3.8, 3.8, 2.8, and then 1.1 through the rest of those years, which would be about 6 years left. And then if they do the buyout after his birthday, so Stanley Cup final goes to Game 7, it'll be a 2/3 buyout. You can see that the cap hit is a lot more through those years starting in 24, 25. It's 2.7, then 2.6, then 3.6, then 4.9, 4.9, 4.9, 3.9, and then 2.2 through 2031 through 2038. One last thing with the contract.
Sure.
A no movement clause kicks in at the next calendar season.
Okay, so 2025 into
They
6.
they have an option here to trade him like now if they really wanted to do it.
They
because
can't.
the no move clause
They
kicks
can't.
in for next season. So 24-25 next season he has a no move clause, but right now he does not.
You can't trade him. You can't trade him. You
So
can't trade. Who's going
you
to
have till July 1st.
You'd have to find somebody to play double retention with. Because there's a lot of teams out there. I'm sure they would take a chance on him. Maybe you do take a chance on PLD at 4.25.
Let me get
If you do a 50% retention, I'm sure there's plenty of teams that would take that chance. But I look at this and I think this, whatever this is, this hasn't worked. And I look at this specifically as it pertains to Marc Bergevin. And I started the segment saying maybe I'm biased. It's not about Pierre-Luc Dubois. I remember in 2021, when we were at the draft in Montreal, Pierre-Luc Dubois joined his agent there. Not because he wanted to go and congratulate players, but because he was almost certain
he was going to Montreal.
that he was going to Montreal. Whatever deal was in place fell through, and he was there. And I bet you Montreal had a good pick in that draft. He would have been up there with him. Like, they had the first overall pick. He would have been up there with him. Hey, Uri Slafkovsky, come on down. And so anyway, here's a great situation. You end up in Los Angeles after you tried to get out of Winnipeg for a couple of years, after you tried to get out of Columbus for a couple of years. And now you finally got everything you wanted. You get to be in a sunny place. It's Los Angeles. Like, what a great place to live.
Great team.
A great team. It's sunny all the time. You can ski. You can swim in the same day. Like, it's just California, for all the crap that California takes, is an amazing place to live.
Of course it is.
And there's a reason why everybody wants to live there. It's amazing. And he gets to go and be there. And this, I'm sorry, you changed coaches midway through the season. It changes nothing. This player had better figure it out. And for the LA Kings, I don't know how you first off, they got to be seriously consider buying him out. But my question is, who's the guy that hired Marc Bergevin? They didn't have to do that, because I'm almost 1,000% that Marc Bergevin was the biggest guy going, get Pierre-Luc
No,
Dubois.
Rob Blake should lose his job, because there's no reason you had to give PLD 8 years when you're just trading for that asset from Winnipeg. It made no sense.
Well, like, dude, Gabe Vilardi had more goals than him. That one I'm right about. Vilardi had 22, and he had better points per game. The only reason he didn't have more points than Dubois is he only played 47 games. Like, Dubois is not even the best player in the Dubois deal. Dude, that's horrible.
Like, we should wake up in like a couple weeks, and Rob Blake should definitely be fired.
Couple weeks? This show's going to be out of date by the time it goes up. There's potential movement here. I don't think the only way for Dubois to get out of LA is I don't think the only way for Dubois to get out of LA is a buyout. You want to hear a real fun one? This isn't going to happen, but imagine so Jesse, does he have any trade protection right now?
No.
No, right now, it's the same situation that Mitch Marner was in last offseason. From today until July 1st, well, I guess June 30th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, you can trade PLD to whoever you want.
Wow.
And then once that new calendar season kicks in, you can no longer trade him without his permission.
There's no way this happens, but how funny would a PLD for Johnny Gaudreau trade to Columbus be? They send him back.
No.
They send him back. No,
Why would Columbus do it?
No, they wouldn't. Do you hear what you just said?
Why would Columbus do it? Yeah.
That's how far Pierre-Luc Dubois has fallen. Why would Columbus take him back? Columbus friggin' sucks. And they wouldn't even take this guy back? What happened? This guy was a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Money in the bank, 25, 30 goals a year. He's going to German suplex your star center in every playoff series. Going to hit everybody. He's going to beat the shit out of you. What happened?
Mm-hmm. He was great in Winnipeg in the playoffs.
And he's got only himself to blame.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Only himself.
Yeah, I can't put it anywhere else.
What you guys want to talk about? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN
All right.
YouTube channel. Click like.
My
click
apologies.
Subscribe, tell all your friends. You know.
I am
what to do.
back. I was actually
I'm gonna
hooking
tweet.
up. I was actually hooking up my my heart rate monitor. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing set up for you guys.
Third period.
Um, we know I don't have a heart. That's so funny. All right, let's go. Heart rate. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Now everyone can see my heart rate, and this is going to be so much fun when the Oilers are playing because it's going to go absolutely bonkers when Edmonton plays. Where's a good spot for it? Right there, kind of just by my Twitter handle. All right, I need to catch up on comments. Utah Rockets will be farther than the Habs in 5 years, Vinny. Aside from Huberdeau and Pierre-Luc Dubois, who's the worst contract right now? Ooh, that's a good question. 8 Taco Bell, nope. Nurse is a bad contract. It's not optimal, but if we win a cup, I don't care. Hello, it's been a while since I was here. Last time I was here, I donated 2 $1 donations. Yo, welcome back, Tristan. Appreciate that. Reminds you of the guy that faked a Mario Bros. Speed run and had a fake heart rate. That video was so funny and entertaining. Oh no. Need to figure out what my baseline heart rate is. My resting heart rate is usually 60 to 70, somewhere in that range. Unless I'm working out during the summer times, which it's usually much higher. Or lower, sorry. Higher. So my heart rate is elevated right now because of this game and the Bruins. I'm really excited, though, that my heart rate monitor came in, and I'm excited to wear this during Oilers games. I swear to God, it's going to creep into the 150 to like 180 range during Oilers games. I mean, my heart rate's kind of everywhere right now, honestly. It shot up to like 115. Now it's at 86. What's hyping me up? The Bruins. Hockey. I just get so into it. There's also always just like general anxiety when I'm streaming. So my heart rate will always be a little elevated during live streams. What's the name of the Leafs goalie? Ilya Samsonov. Or Samsonov. Did I watch Vegas versus Dallas game last night? I did watch that game last night. Am I ready for the 4 overtimes? Only if you're ready to watch me literally pass out and die on stream. Also, good to see you, Mark. Adamant. Tristan. I'm always hyped up, you know? I want to know what my heart rate hit during the final, like, minute of play against the Kings. I swear to God, man, like, I could feel my heart beating out of my chest before Draisaitl was hooked. You watch me fall asleep on stream. We're looking for a kitten for a 3-year-old terrier. How much for a kitten? I work at Petland, and it depends on the age of the cat. Our affiliate is with Chaos, CAOS is the abbreviation. So some cats are like $175, some are $250. They always come spayed and neutered. They also come like they're vet checked and medicated if they need medication already. But right now we don't have any kittens. But I would imagine a kitten probably runs you up between $200 and $300, at least through us. But I could be wrong. There's a lot of different variables. If I was live streaming to more than 10 people, I'd have a heartbeat of 150 plus. I think in years past, streaming on Twitch has actually prepared me to stream on YouTube to higher view count audiences. Thought for a minute that the LA Divers were going to tie it up. Yo, I was stressed out. But the third period starting, I'm going to hide chat. 1 period to play, maybe more if the game remains tied. Here's Low Rye into his own zone. He's going to reverse it to McAvoy. McAvoy. Here's Zaka. Whoa, and Geeky falls down. Oh, and Zaka almost strips Nylander. And there's a play. Here's Nyes with it for Toronto. He's going to shoot it, and there's a save by Swayman. McAvoy's going to come up with it now. He's going to skate into the neutral zone. He's going to shoot it down the ice. The Leafs are going to come up with it. Marchand comes up with it. Here's a play to Coyle, who just can't quite come up with that puck. He had a chance there. Benoit throws it into the Bruins zone. Swayman. He tries to make a play. Here's DeBrusk off the boards. That's going to get out of the zone. Here's Coyle. Coyle throws it down low. Marchand's going to chase. DeBrusk gets his stick lift. He does not come up with it. Oh, my bad. My bad. I didn't know that the game was didn't know that the game was not muted. Thank you. Here's Bertuzzi with it. McCabe over to Edmondson. Here's Marner at the point. Marner, he skates through. He throws it across. Here's a shot, and Swayman with a huge save. We're okay. We're okay. I will just cut. I can cut certain things out of the stream. I can just cut that. I won't get copyright stricken. All right. So Toronto's come out. Toronto's come out in this third period. Here's Weatherspoon. DeBrazzo does not get it out of the Bruins zone. The Leafs try and throw it on net. They don't get it there. It comes out. Liljegren sends it in. Here's Weatherspoon for Boston. Puts it around to McAvoy. Frederick now. He does clear the zone. Edmondson now for the Leafs. Gives it to Liljegren. Back to Edmondson. Edmondson back to Liljegren. Liljegren looking for a play. Gives it to Edmondson. Back to Liljegren. They're going to send that into the Bruins zone. Shattenkirk to Weatherspoon. And Frederick gets that out, but the Bruins are going to get a change here. The crowd with the Let's Go Bruins chants. Here's Dewar chasing after it. Lindholm. He's going to beat him. Here's a shot towards the net. It bounces. Here's Shattenkirk now. Around the boards. Off the boards and out. That is not going to be icing, apparently. I thought that was going to be icing against Boston. Here's Nylander now. He skates into the Bruins zone, and that is offside on Toronto. I'm stressed, even though I don't really follow either team. They would have removed my VOD or video of the live stream. Yeah, I agree. They would have. I'm glad I decided to look at chat before that there was a whistle. I made a right decision there. See, chat saves me. You're all saving my channel right now. Thank you. And the puck goes into Toronto zone. Geeky's going to chase after it. He's out there with Zaka, who does get the puck. Gets it to Geeky now. Here's Geeky. In front of Pasternak. Just can't quite get a stick on it. Tavares has it for Toronto. Pasternak's going to chase after it. The Bruins keep it in. Lowry keeps it in the zone. And Tavares ices it, I think. He does. Disappointed in Pasta. It has not been the best playoffs for Pasternak. Pasternak is usually a playoff performer. He's struggled a lot against Toronto this year. But you know what? Maybe he gets the game winner tonight. And everyone will forgive. Here's Coyle. Offensive zone draw for Boston. Coyle loses it. McCabe will send that way out, and that's going to be another icing call on Toronto. Well, Matthews, he's been hurt. Matthews has something going on with his health. He is playing tonight. Austin Matthews is in the lineup for Toronto. No idea what his ailment was, or like if he has an injury or what's going on, though. Here's Coyle. Coyle tries to throw one towards the Leafs goal there. Here's Marchand. Throws it towards the net. Samsonov saves it. Puck goes down low. McAvoy's chasing after it. McAvoy tries to be in front. McAvoy has it. It's along the crease. The puck, the net gets knocked off. McCabe pushed Pasternak into the post, and there's going to be an offensive zone whistle. Who do you think is going to get the winning goal? No idea. It is a toss-up right now. I think the hockey would be better if there were 4 periods like other sports other than 3. I like 3 20-minute periods. I think it's like perfect. Imagine if Johnny T got another OT round 2 clincher. Hey, it could happen. Johnny Tavares is he's been clutch for Toronto in the playoffs when it comes to like crunch time. It's everyone around Tavares that doesn't usually show up in these game 7s. We're in next goal win territory here. Marchand gets it to Lindholm. Lindholm's going to throw that in deep. Marchand's going to chase after it. Coyle throws a big hit. Here's Coyle now. He tries to bring it in front. He's tripped, and there's no call. And here comes Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi for the Leafs. Throws one into the corner, goes wide. Matthews now. Throws one towards the net, and Swayman will hold on to that. Holy smokes. My heart rate. Look at it. It's 122. It's elevated. Do you think it's going to go to overtime? It's pretty likely, I would think. Most goals in game 7s. Marchand has 3. DeBrusk has 3 goals in game 7s. Here's a defensive zone draw. It's won by Beecher. Here's Brazo. Brazo's going to skate it through the neutral zone. He's going to bring it in the Leaf zone. He shoots it, and it just went off Samsonov's blocker, I think, out of play. That was a nice play by Brazo. He should have played every single game of the series. I mean, Joseph Wall played the better games for Toronto, but Samsonov's played really good tonight. Refs have been inconsistent. That's officiating. That's playoff officiating. Every year it happens. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Frederick, Van Riemsdyk, and Brazo. Frederick playing center, does not win it. Riley gets it. Riley throws it into the neutral zone. Shattenkirk plays it to Van Riemsdyk. Tried to wait for Brazo, but he had not cleared the zone. Does he not wear captain? No, John Tavares is the captain. They did not make Austin Matthews the captain. Frederick again. Blue line draw. The Leafs blue line. 15:46 to play. Shots are 24-19 in favor of the Bruins. Or in favor of the Leafs, sorry. Riley makes a play to Domi. High flip into the Bruins zone. Nice play by Boston to keep that out. Van Riemsdyk's going to bring that into Toronto zone. Tries to get it deep. He doesn't. And then he does. Lyubushkin makes a play. Puck goes into Boston zone. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Or Wotherspoon, sorry. Shattenkirk now. I'm struggling with the commentary. Puck deep in the Leafs zone. Maroon takes out Riley. And Nyes has it in the Bruins zone. Supported by Boqvist, who gets that out. Here's Maroon. Finds Beecher. Puts it down low into the Leafs zone. Samsonov has it. He's going to reverse it to Nylander. Nylander's going to skate it out of Toronto zone. Oh, he kind of stumbles. And he puts it into the Bruins zone. Not icing, though. Here's Lowry. Gets it to Beecher. Beecher throws it down low into the Leaf zone. Maroon chasing after it. Boqvist chasing after it. Neither of them get it. Here's Nylander once again skating out of the Toronto's end. He skates into the Bruins zone. Throws one behind the Bruins net. Here's Matthews. It goes around. It's reversed. The Leafs are going to go back into their zone. They're being chased by Zacha. Zacha on the forecheck. Oh, Carlo, great play there. Zacha can't keep the puck in the Leaf zone. Here's Zacha with it again. Nice play. Reverses. Throws it into the right-hand corner. Geeky's chasing after it. Benoit makes a play. High flip. Doesn't get it out. Here's Pasternak. Shoots it and it's deflected just wide. Benoit now does get it out of the Leaf zone. And here's Pasternak. Oh, I thought he had the puck. McCabe has it for Toronto. Gives it to Marner. And here's Riley for Toronto. He's skating it up. High flip into Boston zone. It is offside on Toronto. And we're going to have a commercial break. That should tell you all you need to know about Matthews. It was a really interesting decision. I was surprised that Matthews was not made captain. Yo, what's up? I will never pay for YouTube Premium. Love the name. Also, welcome back. Good to see you again. Jim Montgomery and Sheldon Keefe coaching for their jobs out here. They are. They are. I'm scared. Me too, Borealis. Me too. Leafs are looking like they can do this. Yes, Sue. The Leafs have looked good since the first period. How cool would it be to have a deep focus screen of the game playing on that screen? Oh, yeah, like back there where my finger's pointing. Right there. I would love to attempt it, but at the same time, I would probably find a way to get copyright striked. I could always just put like copyright-free hockey footage back there. What's up, Colorado Ped Patrol 2? What the fuck is the point of this? Just put the damn game. We don't want to watch a dude talking. I can't put the game on. This is just live reaction commentary. Hey, if you don't like it, you can get on out of here. Because if I played the game on my stream, my channel gets shut down, bro. Only takes one mistake in game over. Exactly. Whoever makes an egregious mistake is going to cost their team. And both teams right now, they're playing careful. What's the reason behind not cheering for Toronto? Growing up, I was an Oilers fan, and then in 2003, when I was 10 years old, started cheering for the Bruins. So the Bruins are my number 2. They're my number 2 favorite team. I don't know. I don't know about Colorado. Also, welcome back, Rip Papa. He's a heathen Bruin fan. Oilers number 1, though. Bruins number 2. Geeky chases after it in the Leaf zone. And the Leafs are going to come away with it. And Nylander's going to do a high flip. And he clears it. Lowry's going to come up with it for Boston. He's going to skate. Make a play off the boards. Zacha to Pasternak. He has speed. He's coming into the Leaf zone. Pasternak with a move. Backhander. And Samsonov with a glove save. I'm cheering for Toronto. Super fair. Toronto has cool fans. Actually, the few Toronto fans that I've met in real life, they've been really nice. I don't have a whole lot of beef with the Leafs. Offensive zone draw for Boston. That was a good rush for Pasternak. Ooh. Trying to manage my breathing here. Here's Frederick with Van Riemsdyk and Brazo. Frederick. The puck goes down to Liljegren. Liljegren does get it out. The Bruins manage to clear the zone. Van Riemsdyk will get it to Frederick now. Here's Kampf. Around. Here's a play. It's in front! Here's Shattenkirk. Throws it towards the net. It's deflected just wide. Here's Van Riemsdyk now. Throws it down low. Trying to find Brazo on the cycle. Frederick is going to maybe steal this. He does. Van Riemsdyk now. He's going to get by his check. Van Riemsdyk tries to put it in front. It's in the crease. And the Leafs are going to clear the zone here. It was a good forecheck by the Bruins. And Weatherspoon's going to skate that in. He puts it deep into the Leaf zone. He grabs the puck, tries to cycle it back, but the Bruins were changing. Marchand's going to grab it for Boston. He's going to... he has space. And Coyle or DeBrusk were offside there. I'm not sure which one. Do you think Boston has an actual chance to get the cup? No. If Boston wins this game, they lose in 5 to Florida. Sorry for cussing. That's A-okay. I don't mind. Great coming of age game for Lowry. I agree. Hockey, I made a good argument. Many of the winning teams have loads of Canadians on them, so cheering for them is like cheering for Canadians anyways. Hey, exactly, APOC. Commentary's great. Thank you so much, Rip Papa. I appreciate that. My commentary hasn't been great tonight. I'm so used to calling Oilers games, so like I'm getting a little mixed up on names and numbers on the Bruins and Leafs, but I'm doing my best here. Neutral zone draw. Coyle's going to take it for Boston. He loses it. Here's Riley with it. Off the boards. The Leafs, that puck goes out of play in the seats. Oh, and a Leafs fan grabs it and the crowd is booing like crazy. Oh, no. That's funny. Do I think the Oil have a good chance to get the cup? Bias aside, yes. I do think the Oilers have a good chance at a Stanley Cup. Bias aside, 100%. It's either Edmonton, Colorado, or Dallas, in my opinion, out of the West. Here's Carlo, plays it around. Coyle finds DeBrusk in stride. Here's Jake DeBrusk with a shot. Oh, and it's off Samsonov's glove and just wide. DeBrusk protects down low. Makes a play to Marchand. Marchand can't grab it. Marner has it now. Looking for a play. Slows it down. Here's Bertuzzi for Toronto. Bertuzzi throws it into the Bruins zone. Carlo's going to chase after it. Matthews is going to beat him to it. Here's Bertuzzi for Toronto. The Leafs have pressure now. Bertuzzi gets it to Matthews. Matthews now tries to throw it in front. And here's Benoit for Toronto. And here's the shot for Matthews that's blocked. And the puck is bouncing around in front. Carlo needs to just get a clear. Carlo does not. Carlo's dropped. Matthews and Nylander scores. Carlo did not get the puck out of the zone, and Nylander gives the Leafs a 1-0 lead with 10:59 to play. Carlo had time to get that puck out for Boston, but he didn't get it there. Avs, Stars, or Knights? Stars and Avs kind of scare me, to be honest. Edmonton probably has the better chance against Vegas, to be honest. Yeah, there's nothing Swayman could do on that. Yeah, Nylander, he's played a really good series for Toronto. And that was a mistake from Carlo. So the Bruins have some work to do now. The Leafs have the lead. Here's Toronto now. Here's Nyes skates it out to Marner. Here's the play in front, and Edmondson stopped. What a save by Swayman. Wow. Zacha now reverses it. Here's McAvoy. 10:30 to play. Here's Pasternak. Does not get a pass up. Pasternak gets kind of tripped there, but loses possession. The Bruins crowd is getting very antsy now. Here's Camp. Here's a shot. Swayman kicks it out wide. Here's Van Riemsdyk now. Here's Frederick. Can't quite get to it. Here's Brazo towards the net. He misses. Van Riemsdyk's going to send it to the point. Lindholm throws it towards that. It's deflected, and it's stopped by Samsonov. Frederick now. Trying to play it back to his defenseman. Doesn't get it there, but Van Riemsdyk's going to come up with it. Here's Frederick to Van Riemsdyk. Here's the play in front. It's in front. It goes over the net. How did that stay out? Here's the shot and score! Lindholm ties the game for the Boston Bruins. It's 1-1. Whoa! What's going on here? My heart. We're at 130 beats per minute. The Bruins with crazy pressure. They finally break through. Lindholm ties the game. 9:38 to play. And the Bruins crowd is going wild. Now let's see if the Bruins can follow this up. Follow this shift up. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know how that puck got through Samsonov. But the Bruins finally break through. This is a 1-1 game. We're back to a tie game. The Bruins respond right away. A minute after Nylander made it 1-0 for Toronto. Puck into Leaf zone. Marchand trying to get it. DeBrusk forechecking. Here's Holmberg now. Here's Lowry. Lowry gives it to DeBrusk. Here's DeBrusk. He's coming in. He shoots and he just misses wide. He tries to throw a hit. He misses. The crowd is into it. I'm into it. Lowry in the Bruins zone. Slowing it down. Here's Jake DeBrusk. He's going to skate it up. He's going to put it in deep off the glass. Zacha's going to forecheck. Zacha gets to it first. The Bruins keep it in. Here's Zacha along the half wall. Puts it down low. He's looking for Geekie. Geekie's going to go and cycle. Benoit does make the play for Toronto, though. Zacha trying to get it. Geekie's battling for it. McCabe for Toronto trying to get that puck. Toronto hasn't gotten the puck out yet, and now they do. A high flip into the Bruins zone. Lindholm's going to get there first. Lindholm. Here's David Pasternak. Can't quite get into the Leaf zone. Riley grabs it. 8:25 to play. Riley reverses. Pasternak's going to chase after it. He misses Lyubushkin. Riley lets it go. Here's Tavares. He does get it up. He initially did fumble it. And there's a icing or offside. Love the heart rate monitor. Thank you. If he was at rest and it was constantly, yeah. My resting heart rate is between 60 and 70 usually. Oh, this game suddenly this game is at like another level. The Boston crowd is really into it. Offensive zone draw for Boston. Here's Coyle. He wins the draw. Gets it to DeBrusk. DeBrusk gets it to Lowry. In front. Stopped by Samsonov. Marchand with it. Tries to feed it back to the point. Can't quite get there. DeBrusk now on the back check. Gets to it. He's going to reverse. He's going to take his time. Off the boards. Gets it to Marchand. Marchand puts it deep into the Leaf zone. Coyle's going to chase after it. He throws a hit on Lyubushkin. The Bruins keep it in. Here's a shot towards the goal. It's in the crease. But the Leafs are going to come up with it. Knies with a high flip out of the zone. And Tavares looked way offside there. And they're going to call that. Only scenario that can accept a good ending. Overtime might kill me, though. Need a Dangle check soon. We'll check on Steve Dangle in a bit. We had the lead, so much for that, Leafs. Was it icing or offside? I thought it was offside. They called it icing? I thought that was offside. I'm surprised. Yeah, Swayman did go to play that. That is an interesting call. That shouldn't have been icing. Geeky gets kicked out of the draw. Zach is going to take the face off. Pasternak's out there. And I don't know which defense pair is out there. Looks like Wotherspoon and Lindholm. Here's Geeky now. Does not get the puck. The Leafs are going to do a high flip into the neutral zone. Lindholm comes up with it. Lindholm with the high dump into the Leaf zone, and that goes out of play. And I think we're going to have a commercial break. Mercy. No commercial? Oh, no, we have a commercial. Oh boy, this is very interesting. I agree. This is an incredibly interesting third period. I thought next goal was going to win. The Leafs, William Nylander, who's been clutch for them over the last couple games, he makes a 1-0 for Toronto. And then Boston answers just a minute later. Lindholm, seeing eye shot, somehow gets through Samsonov after the Bruins had a ton of pressure. I want the Leafs to win. I'm one of those, I don't want to make a mistake, guys. I want you to know that, coach. This game is likely going to overtime. I'm indifferent. It's interesting nonetheless. If Leafs lose, the rest of us win. If Boston loses, the rest of it. Exactly. I was saying that at the start of the stream. No matter who wins, the memes that are going to come out of this series, the online discourse, Reddit and Twitter are going to be a gold mine for content and like memes and what people, the jokes that are going to be made about either team that ends up losing here. Special streams, special plays, special overtimes. Tuesday. Nylander's turned it up since Game 5. He has. Whoever wins a series, wouldn't Panthers just sweep either? I mean, yeah, it's likely the Panthers just destroy whoever wins this series. Panthers are drooling. Overtime sounds like a pre-written script to me. Yep. A 7:26 to play. Face off at center ice. The DeBrusk line is out for Boston. The Leafs control it. Here's Coyle. DeBrusk can't get the puck into the Leaf zone. Bertuzzi's going to bring it into the Bruins end. Bertuzzi puts it in deep. Carlo's going to chase after it. Matthews comes up with it. Gets it to Marner. And that's going to leave the zone. It goes into Toronto zone. Samsonov's going to play it to Benoit. McCabe throws it around the boards. Here's Low Rye. Puts it back in the Leaf zone. 6:50 to play. The Leafs slow it down. Here's McCabe. Makes a play. Here's Nylander. Nylander skates it through. Here's Tavares with a shot. And Swayman saves it. Oh, and McAvoy took a hit at the end of after the whistle there. Can we just cancel the game and never end it? No. No. Offensive zone draw for Toronto. There's 6:36 to play. Now we're truly in next goal wins territory. You have Nylander, Tavares. Oh, Lowry makes a mistake, but Zaka's going to come up with it. And he gets it off the boards. Here's Pasternak now. Pasternak makes a play. Here's Geekie. Down low in Toronto zone. Geekie looking for a play. Geekie tries to bring it in front. Where's the puck? Nyes breaks it up. The Leafs trying to get it out. Pasternak keeps it in. Pasternak tries to make a play. Here's Pasternak again with a shot. It's blocked. And here's Riley off the glass and out. The Bruins. Here's Low Rye to McAvoy. McAvoy's going to skate this in. McAvoy into the front. Doesn't find who he's looking for. Back to neutral zone. Here's Wotherspoon. The Bruins are going to change. Wotherspoon puts it in deep. Here's Brazo. Brazo to Van Riemsdyk. Tries to throw it towards the goal. Brazo's hooked down. Tries to wrap around. Does not put it in. Marner's going to come out with speed for Toronto. Here's Marner. Marner with it. Cut off by Frederick. Frederick's going to get it out of the Bruins' end. Frederick trying to get away. Can't do it. It's put back into the Leaf zone. Brazo's going to forecheck. Here's Edmondson for Toronto. Edmondson. The Bruins are going to get the Marchand line out. Liljegren to Matthews. Tips it in. Wotherspoon for Boston. Around the boards. Marchand's going to come up with it. Puts it across. Jake DeBrusk is going to come up with it. He puts it into the Leaf zone. Down to the right-hand corner. Boston's going to forecheck. Benoit's taken down. Matthews misses a pass. Here's Marchand. Marchand with it. He's taken along the boards by Matthews. The Bruins are going to, or the Leafs are going to get this out. Nice play by Lindholm. DeBrusk along the half wall at the red line. DeBrusk trying to get the puck deep. Can't do it. Toronto's going to come up with possession. Bruins are going to make a change. Geekie's out for Boston. Here's McCabe for Toronto. McCabe's looking for a play. McCabe puts it into the Bruins zone. Dumps it in. Here's Lindholm. Off the boards. Pasternak. High flip. Looking for Geekie. And hand pass, it looks like. Getting Steve Dangle's reaction. If Leafs lose, will be golden. Oh, man. Poor Steve. We should have a reaction stream to Dangle's reaction. Oh, no. Poor Steve Dangle. What's my favorite meme of all time? For me, it's the Rainbow Cat. My favorite meme is the dancing coffin meme. Has anyone seen Marchand tonight? He's been around. Hasn't had great looks. But I am going to do a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Hey, Task, come on up, bud. Come on up. Taco Bell time. I wish. I want Taco Bell now. Although the last time I had Taco Bell, it wasn't as good as it used to be. I don't know what they did. All right. The final 4 minutes. Next goal wins. Most likely. This has been a very evenly played game. Both teams have had their looks. Task, stop. Lay down. Here's a face-off at the Leaf zone. Geeky's going to chase after it. It's put around the boards. McAvoy pinches. Does not make a play. Bazaka's going to come up with it for Boston. Puts it back down low. Here's Pasternak. The ref gets in his way a little bit. Pasternak could not make a play. Zaka's going to get all over Tavares here. And Nylander's going to ice it, I think. He does. It's an icing call on Toronto with 3:53 to play. .353 to play. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Low rise out there for the Bruins on D. Here's Coyle for Boston. On Tavares wins the draw. McAvoy gloves it. He grabs it. Here's McAvoy. Almost loses it to Nyes. He does come up with it. Here's Coyle now just trying to get it out. McAvoy with a huge mistake there. Nyes with a great pressure. Benoit towards the net. And DeBrus needs to get that off the boards and out. He doesn't get that out. The Bruins are now stuck in their zone. Oh, here's Lowry. Lowry's going to skate it. It's a 4-on-3. Oh, and DeBrusk hits his skate and he falls. Here's Domi now. He enters the zone cleanly. Here's Domi, puts it across. Here's Edmondson. Backhands it towards the goal. Lowry for Boston now. Tries to get off the glass and out. He does. The Bruins are going to make a change. There's 3:03 to play. Marner for the Leafs. Oh, and the stick broke of Lyubushkin, or Liljegren, sorry. Luckily, there was no Bruin there to grab that puck. Edmondson plays it up. Puck goes into the Bruins zone. Swayman plays it. Carlo off the boards. Van Riemsdyk makes sure it gets out. Brazo's going to chase after it. Matthews comes up with it. It goes deep into the Bruins zone. Lindholm now. Lindholm's going to skate it. Lindholm puts it down low. Frederick's going to grab it for Boston. Him and Matthews battle. Frederick now gives it to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk puts it to the point. Here's a shot from the point from Weatherspoon and it missed the net. Here's McAvoy. Here's a shot! And it just missed the net from Pasternak. Bruins put it down low. Van Riemsdyk forechecking. Oh, and the Leafs, I think, ice this unless it hits. Oh, yeah, that is icing on the Leafs with 1:52 to play. Oh. I'm scared. I'm scared. Look at my heart rate, 130. Oh, man, how did Pasternak miss that? He had his look. He just missed. Wow. Bruins with an offensive zone draw. 1:52 to play. Zacha will take it for Boston. Out there with Geeky, Pasternak, McAvoy, and Lowry. The Leafs win it. Pasternak almost came up with it. McAvoy will keep that puck in the Leaf zone. Here's McAvoy. Throws it towards the net. It's blocked. And the Leafs are going to do a high flip and try and get a change. Here's Lowry for Boston. 1:35 to play. Lowry makes a play to Pasternak. Pasternak gets it deep into the Leaf zone. Samsonov stops it. McCabe around the boards. Nyes now. And here's Yarncroke. Yarncroak with it. Here's a good hit. Here's Lindholm now. Lindholm tries to make a play. Can't get it past Matthews. Here's DeBrusk. And the Bruins do get it out of the zone. Looked a little sketchy. Here's Nyes with it. He'll skate it out for Toronto. Here's Domi now. He's going to enter the Bruins zone. Tries to get a shot. It's blocked. Carlo now. Along the boards. To DeBrusk. He gets it out. Here's Coyle. He'll put it deep. Marchand's going to chase after it. Here's Lyubushkin for the Leafs. Toronto gets it out. Here's Domi. Wotherspoon makes a play. Marchand trying to fight for it in the neutral zone. The Leafs bring it into the Bruins zone. Here's McAvoy. Tight checking in the third period. McAvoy almost missed his pass. Bruins get it deep. Samsonov plays it behind his own net. Here's Lyubushkin. He gets it to McCabe. 21 seconds to play. McCabe's going to hold on to it. He's going to kill the clock. McCabe now. He's going to skate it up. 13 seconds to play. The Bruins, they don't get it out. Here's Holmberg trying to make a play to the front of the net. Here's Nylander now. Nylander. Oh, it's off Wotherspoon, and Swayman stops it right at the end of regulation. Oh, my God. What on earth? The Bruins had so much time to get that out. And this game is going to overtime. Wowzers. How are we doing? Oh, I'm going to die.
Good save from Swayman. Ooh.
Let's see how Dangle's doing. How are we all doing?
Yeah, you know what? There should maybe be time left on the clock here.
Is there time left on the clock?
No.
Or are they just going to...
No. Overtime.
Overtime. We have overtime in game 7.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, boy. That's me, Steve Dangle. Look at us. Look at us. That's my reaction,
Game
too.
7 overtime. Next goal.
I imagine his heart rate is also probably pretty high right now.
For the second time in 11 years, the Leafs and Bruins will be going to overtime in game 7.
All right, who's our overtime
As I
predictions?
casually look over. and see
Overtime
the number of
predictions,
people
goal scores.
watching
Go.
Skyrocket.
Let me know, chat. Look at Steve
Oh
Dangle. He has
my
almost
God.
20,000 viewers. This is
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Look at Steve.
Oh my God.
He's stressing out.
Composure. Composure. Composure.
You'll see who goes golfing in the morning. The 15 OT losses from Boston in season may not help them. Exactly. Have a wonderful night. It was great seeing you again.
barf.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna friggin' barf.
He's going to barf. Is he actually?
Just a burp.
Oh, I thought he was going to throw up on stream there.
For the Leafs from Daniel Howard. Thanks for picking us to win. Go Stars, go Leafs. Good luck in your game.
Swayman has to fight everyone
We're not
tonight.
here for suffering. We're here for
Let's look at
history.
the money puck. I think
Bar.
Boston played good enough to win, but the Leafs
You're
also
seeing
just
Brad Marchand
no.
crying
Samsonov
against
played
Blake
really
Gloria?
good.
Will you have a beer?
Here's the deserve to win
have to,
meter.
right? I have to, right?
The Bruins have not dominated, but they have controlled this game.
Or a neutral vodka soda.
All right, we're gonna turn Steve Dangle off for now. Oops. Marchand is a goal scoring prediction. Do my best to join the Oilers ones. Love the content. Hey, I appreciate it. No worries. I'm excited for the Oilers content to get back up and running here. I believe they play Tuesday. But I don't know what time yet. It has not been confirmed. All right, so my overtime goal prediction for the Leafs, I am going to go with Domi. And for the Bruins, I am going to go with Marchand. Those are my 2 overtime predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments. I think the Leafs pull an upset. Bruins just can't go deep. I don't think Leafs might have a chance. Yep. Leaves will fall. DeBrusk gets the winner in OT. I like the predictions, Sue. I think Domi has a goal in the playoffs. But Domi's been really good. I feel like Domi's due, honestly. He has 1 goal and 3 assists so far in the postseason. He scored in game 2. He has not scored since game 2, but he has 2 assists since then. Nylander for the Leafs, Marchand for the Bruins. I'm rooting for the Bees, but they don't deserve this game so far. I thought Boston's actually played like pretty good. I feel like Boston has they've played good enough to win. If we want to take a look at the expected goals, 2.56 to 1.95 in favor of the Bruins. Now, the Bruins controlled the first period. The Leafs controlled the second. The Bruins had a couple good looks. And the third period, it looked like it was more Boston. Now, Boston, Toronto scored, Boston tied it, and then look how little action there was. There was very little shots on goal after the game was tied. I think both teams were playing for overtime, is what this looks like to me. I can't even spell anymore. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I know what you're saying. How's Twitter doing? I bet Twitter is in shambles right now. Oh, God. Boston's first round against Florida last year. Win, loss, win, win. Overtime, loss, loss, overtime, loss. Boston's first round against Toronto this year. Win, loss, win, win. Overtime, loss, loss. And now we're heading to overtime. Is this a repeat of history? Does Boston lose in overtime once again in Game 7 on home ice, just like they did last year to the Florida Panthers after leading 3-1 in the series and losing Game 5 in overtime on home ice? Does this happen? Or do the Bruins find a way to win this hockey game? Can't say the series was boring. This is the least, this is the most opposite of boring. I still call it Twitter. I don't like calling it X. X is lame. But the consensus so far from everyone in chat is no matter who wins, Florida probably kicks their butt in round 2. I make poopy, says Bob. Technically, we're all making poopy right now. Everyone's guts is making a poop. You're not wrong, Bob. Most boring series was the Rangers and Washington. They just, yeah. I would also argue Vancouver Nashville was pretty boring too. Now, I don't know if it's because I didn't have much of a stake in that series, and for people who really appreciate defensive hockey, they probably loved it. For me, I was falling asleep during more games in that series than being awake and excited. I agree, Adamant. I agree. I'm gonna have a stress poopy after this. It's possible. It is possible. The fact my heart rate isn't really high. It is high, but it's not in the 120 to 140 range, which I assumed it would be at this point, especially overtime. But I don't think I tuned into a little bit of the Rangers and Capitals, but I just assumed that series was going to be really lopsided, and it ended up being lopsided. Leafs are better. I think both teams have had really good looks this game. On paper, the Leafs should win. They are the better team on paper. Boston finds a way, though, sometimes. However, in the regular season, the Bruins lost a ton of games in overtime in a shootout, and they have the demons of last year losing to Florida in Game 7 on home ice in overtime, so we will see what happens. Also, welcome, Spencer. Call me a Boston homer, but I think if the Bees pull out the win here, they turn a corner and will beat Florida in the next round. Hey, you never know. It is very possible. Momentum is huge in the playoffs, and if the Bruins can overcome this mental hurdle, of blowing another 3-1 series lead, if they're able to win this game, I would not be surprised if they went on a bit of a run. I think you'd have a lot of guys just take a deep breath. They won't be gripping the sticks nearly as much. I would hate to spend 82 games getting individual records and then cause my team is doo-doo, we lose 4-0. Yeah. I mean, Washington, negative 37 goal differential heading to the playoffs. One of the worst goal differentials of all time for a playoff team. When Washington won, they won by very little, and when they lost big.
And we're just kind of seeing the beginning of him. And, you know, like, it's interesting, the big bad Bruins, right? They don't have Lori and Brazeau in their lineup for a lot of the year, and then they add 2 6'5" players, a forward and a D.
I don't know what I was on when I chose the Leafs to win against Boston and Florida and the Rangers to get to the Cup. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. The playoffs are just like wild. Teams just go on runs.
He's built for overtime. Kev, I know you.
I have to mute the stream there. I would love to see any of these teams eliminate the Panthers. See, I love Florida. I just don't like Tkachuk. If Tkachuk wasn't on Florida, I would actually like them a lot more. They have a lot of really likable players. And the way they play is like, I like it. I just really dislike Tkachuk. I ended up muting the game audio, Borealis. Thank you, though. I remembered this time. Brazeau, Lowry, and DeBrusk have played well for the Bruins. Pasta, Marchand, and Coyle have been MIA. Pasta had a really good look late in the third, and he missed the net. He did have a good look. I agree, though, about Brazeau and Lowry. They played really good. I'm the same with Vegas. Dallas might choke tomorrow. We'll see. That's another series where, you know, game 7, I could see it going overtime. I've warmed up to Tkachuk since he isn't living a couple 100 kilometers south of me. Hey, that's fair. His brother, on the other hand, Brady Tkachuk. How old are my cats? Tass, he is 17. And Mochi is 4 years old. Oh, Elliot Friedman took Edmondson and Brazeau as his overtime picks. Bertuzzi and McAvoy for Rudy. No, BX is picking Marner. Ron McLean's going Marchand and John Tavares. I don't know who BX picked on Boston. I missed it. I hate Brady. Don't like his attitude. I don't watch a lot of football. I'm pretty indifferent to football. But yeah, Brady Tkachuk, though. I don't know. I respect the game that they play. I dislike that they're not on my team. I don't know how many Oilers fans were glad LA clinched third place, having us avoid Vegas, right? Although the way Vegas has played in the first round, I feel like Edmonton would have had a pretty good chance against Vegas too. Vegas hasn't looked great at even strength, but they do find a way. All right, overtime's almost starting. I am just going to take a quick break. I will be right back, all right? Oh, the game's on. I almost started missing it. Here's Nylander. Oh, boy. I didn't realize overtime had started. All right, so the Leafs have it. 19:40 to play. Overtime is on. Oh, and here's a play. Here's Marchand. Tries to find Pasternak. Doesn't get it there. Here's Nyes now. Oh, and here's Marchand. He's going to put that off the glass and out. Looking for DeBrusk. Can't get it there. Here's Marchand. Marchand skating in. Oh, and he is leveled. What a hit. Whoa, Benoit murdered Marchand. Carlo to DeBrusk. Here's Coyle now. Coyle with it to DeBrusk. DeBrusk to the point. Here's Lindholm. Throws it towards the net. It's deflected. Here's the play in front. And Samsonov makes the save. Whoa, boy. Benoit murdered Marchand there. What a hit. Lindholm was looking for a tip. Samsonov held on to it. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins. 18:55 to play. The Leafs win the draw. Do they get it out? They do. Matthews out for the Leafs. Here's Bertuzzi towards the net. Swayman will hold on to that. I feel like I'm really behind here. And the Bruins win it! I missed the goal! Who scored? My stream froze! I didn't see who won it! What happened? Who won it for Boston? Who was it? Someone tell me in the chat! I didn't see it. My stream froze, and then all of a sudden, all the Bruins are just celebrating. What the hell happened? Sportsnet, why did you do this to me? What the hell? The stream froze, and then I reloaded it, and then it just showed the Bruins celebrating. I haven't seen a replay. I don't know what happened. It was Pasta? Pasternak wins it? Okay, so Lindholm skates it up, puts it down low, and then Pasternak, he wins it! Oh my God! Pasta! What the fuck? Fucking Sportsnet, I can't believe it froze. I didn't know. Wow. The Boston Bruins move on. They slay their demons. And here's the handshake line. Hold on, I got to check in on Steve Dangle. Oh no. We have to check in on Dangle here. Uh-oh. He's crushed. He says
I'm
he's crushed.
guys. I really thought they were going to win this one.
I can't believe my stream froze.
And just like in 2013, wow, there's a Leafs jersey on the ice. Just like in 2013, Leafs had a third period lead. Just like in 2013 and in 2018, the Leafs had a third period lead in Boston in Game 7.
Wow, Boston plays Florida on Monday. I've been watching Steve Dangle since before 2013. What
happened to Austin Matthews? Gutsy effort. Gets an assist in Game 7. I mean, what do you want?
I legit
doctors in Game 4.
Legit feel bad for Steve Dangle. Honestly,
play Game 5,
this is coming from the heart.
6,
I've been following Steve Dangle for a long time, since prior to 2013.
Assist in 7. Sheldon Keefe there on the ice. If I was putting money down, that's his last game as Leafs head coach. There's Samsonov. If I'm putting money down, that's his last game as Leafs goaltender. Tyler Bertuzzi.
Yeah, I missed the goal. the Sportsnet stream. So it was icing on the Bruins, and then the stream froze. So I was like, okay, I'll just reload the stream quickly. I reloaded the stream, and when it reloaded back up, all the Bruins were already celebrating on the ice. Like, the Sportsnet Plus is absolute ass. Like, I don't know why I pay for this service. Boston loses to Florida on Monday, you mean? Oh, yeah. 100% Boston loses to Florida on Monday.
Someone from the core is gone.
Brutal, man.
Gone. The president.
I mean,
Brendan
Jeremy
Shanahan,
Swayman, right?
Well be gone.
Like, Jeremy Swayman has to be the MVP of
And the
this
Leafs
series.
are gone from these playoffs. Jim Montgomery, I don't know if he drew that up. Lindholm, whoever. Absolutely brilliant.
Expected
damn
goals,
play.
2.7
damn play
to 2.03.
to end this overtime.
Brazo, Van Riemsdyk,
Brilliant
Shattenkirk,
damn play off
Frederick.
the end board. Spectacular. I see there's 27,000 people in here right now. We're under 10,000.
Yo, what's up, Mr.
likes.
NHL?
You are here to see my suffering, you rotten sons of guns. The tax that I ask you to pay.
Nah, poor
Just click a
Steve,
like.
man. Yeah, everyone,
And subscribe.
click like
Producer
on
Drew
Steve
said.
Dangle's stream.
You're welcome
Click like.
to subscribe. The least you could do is click like.
Absolutely. Steve Dangle's right. Click the like button.
This pass from Lindholm is bloody spectacular. Oh,
What a play.
Lindholm,
Wall should have been in net.
2.9.
Wall was
Your team
hurt.
only scored 2 goals. You can't ask for much more than that.
Wall was hurt. Samsonov played great. Samsonov's the reason why this game went to overtime, in my opinion, especially after that first period. Let's go Oilers. Yes, the Oilers, they start their series on Tuesday. I'm going to have tons of content coming up. I'm going to be recapping the first round. I'm going to have a first round recap video up tomorrow or Monday morning. I know the second round starts. I know Carolina and the Rangers play tomorrow. However, obviously, game 7 between Dallas and Vegas is up tomorrow. But I will be doing an Eastern Conference recap video up tomorrow. And then Monday, I will be doing a Western Conference recap video. Plus... Actually, no, probably just a Western Conference recap video. Tuesday morning, because the Oilers play Vancouver on Tuesday. Tuesday morning is the first Oilers versus Canucks pregame report. And then I will be live streaming on Tuesday night, first game of the series between the Oilers and Canucks. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I super appreciate it. This is a non-Oilers stream today, and we had 1,500 people show up. We had 1,500 people show up to this stream today. Thank you so much. Before you head out, make sure you hit that like button, all right? If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit subscribe. Tell someone that you love them tonight, okay? Tell someone that you love someone. Tell someone that you love them. Tell someone that you love someone. Hey, I love this guy. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Make sure that you give Steve Dangle some love and support, too. Let's go, Oilers.